And we're back. We've been back. We've been back for half an hour. All of you missed it because it was our special private time of watching homemade videos and that kind of.
Stop! You're making it so much
Why
worse.
did you have to take us there?
Private time of homemade videos.
I blame you 100% for that.
Special homemade videos.
Homemade videos in private time. Okay, fine. I can see how that could have been misconstrued. Fine.
It was perfectly innocent.
Stick figure stop motion genius from Palestine. I'm pointing there to this where you show up on my screen. This one over here. It'd be cool if I could go through and you would actually see like my hand suddenly appear above in the air above Jamie's head. It's like a excuse me.
Only one of us thinks that that's cool.
I see a small child from the ring sneaking up on me from behind.
Oh, I got real scared. I got really scared.
Come on.
I got so scared.
Come here. Come up here. Don't bite me. Ow.
I got so scared. Zeri.
Stand
Zoe is definitely the scariest one in our house.
Stand up. Oh.
Because Sean tries to scare me, and Zoe doesn't do it on purpose, and that's what makes it scary. Because she's so unpredictable. She'll be up at like times, and sometimes she'll be up at a normal time. So I don't know where to look for her. Speaking of which, God.
High five. Give me the high five. That was a good idea.
God, you guys are so mean. Get out of here, demon child. I'm sad.
Okay. We should start.
Good night. Get away from me.
Amber's being very patient because she's about ready to like tear all our faces off. We don't get to punch something. She's trying to smile, but she's like, yes, that's actually accurate. I will kill you all if we don't get to kill something.
Dad, Zoe, whoever you are, close the door.
Could you close Kaylee's door? Don't you want the breeze?
You are a crackhead. I do want the breeze, but I don't want the demon child sneaking up on me.
All right, give me a hug, now go to bed. Okay?
I mean, to be fair, no matter what I do, she'll probably always be able to sneak up on me because I'm just that ignorant.
Nah, you're just clueless. You don't pay attention.
It's true.
I was literally playing a video game and my dad walked into my room.
I just walked in. I was like, and I had been talking to her like from the other room over. And I was like, just a second. And I walked in and she was like, don't you? Like, what? Like,
you remember when I used to scare her from the car?
Yes.
It worked really every time. I don't know how she didn't see me.
She has access.
A giant backpack on.
Like there's a giant backpack and the rear view, like a rear facing mirror right next to her to show you the approaching people from behind. Like you're specifically
this is
entering.
Why I'm gonna be a terrible driver.
Accurate. All right.
Like the light's gonna turn green and I'm just gonna freak out.
I was thinking about something. Okay. Now, we've been slightly distracted by a creepy child sneaking up on us. Now we're not. And we're, once again, turning our thoughts. See, I hear this noise and Jamie turns around and I expect it to be Zoe creeping in to say goodnight. Like, what the fuck? Like that?
She can just teleport.
Boop, boop, boop.
Oh my god, stop! What's wrong with you? What have you done?
Is it the dog? For those of you who are listening to this as a recording as opposed to an audio recording only as opposed to the video recording. Why is this thing? What's funny is my like, oh, there we go. That's a little bit better.
Dad, you're getting sidetracked.
Well, no, I'm having weird video malfunctions. All right.
You're still screen sharing, just so you know.
Oh, I am? I wonder if that's the problem.
Yes.
Hang on. Let me undo that. Let me stop that. Where is that? Oh, it's over here. You are presenting. I am not presenting. There. Is that better?
Hey, everybody's back.
Oh, is that screwing it up?
Yeah.
Nice
Okay.
job, Dad.
Well,
Yeah.
now we know.
Now we know.
So there.
Now we know.
Well done us. All right. So when we last left our heroes, stuff was happening. Let me see if I can carefully.
Stuff was happening.
So, yes, previously on Masks, Phoenix Academy, episode 22. We do the previously on thing, and it's like, Ember's mom like walking out of the kitchen with like, so what you need to do is preheat the oven to 425, otherwise it's going to be, you're going to get overproofed, underbaked, and that's just, nobody likes that. And with Ember staring in horror at the fact that the oven is like heated up by itself, from her mom's powers, and we see. Oh, what else? We see Ember like saying like, "Guys, I've got to go. I think my mom's okay. I'm not sure." We see Emilio, "Just drop me by the shoreline." We see Ember stopping in midair over the whole island and like going and shielding, throwing up a big shield after the other shield drops. We see the gigantic Overwatch circle powering up again. Where have I got that at? I got it floating around here somewhere.
Alias listing off of the dates.
Alias lifting off dates. And then Colin like going through them and pulling them up, and you guys just like, oh my god, what am I looking at? Is that Brahma? What is? Yeah, and is that Brahma? What do we do about this? And Syl, I think I'm going to credit it to Syl since Ember wasn't actually there, but the answer, Syl saying, we show it to everybody. We put it out everywhere.
Anywhere and everywhere.
Can you do that? And Colin's like, I'm going to need some help. Okay. So, help.
I want to punch Brahma very hard in the face and the gut.
That should be a real song.
I would make it.
Very well could be a real song. I mean, anyway. I need to find the picture that I want, and it's going to be right over here. Maybe somewhere. Yes. That is acceptable. Will it work if I put it over there? No, it won't. Save image. So Colin, at the risk of sounding creepy again, Colin takes you back to his room. See, I say it that way, it definitely sounds creepy, right?
Yeah. You can't really say at the risk of it not being creepy and then purposely making it creepy.
I mean, I can, because it's funnier that way, but we will sort by date modified, and we will throw this over here onto the screen so you can all see Colin's. See, he actually has a room in the dorm rather than going back home.
Oh, that's freaking awesome! Can I have that, please?
That's really cool.
That's awesome. Has the coolest room.
It's possible
no
he does
cap.
It's possible he does have the coolest room. It doesn't excite Syl that much.
Yeah, but it excites me. So.
Yeah. Syl's like, I've touched monitors in the past, and I gotta confess, they didn't do much for me.
It's immediately 10 degrees warmer in this room.
Especially, yeah. Colin's room runs a little bit warmer. All right, so we got to do some stuff. because so I'm a little bit worried about this a little bit, just because probably we basically have to get this everywhere before they start taking it down, so enough people start seeing it before the takedowns happen, so that they are helping us get it out there. If enough people are putting up everywhere, then we get the Streisand effect, and nobody can take it down because it's everywhere. Did anything that I say make any sense to you, Penny, or did I just like? No. Okay.
Yeah, she definitely got it.
We have to
she
go.
got it. Just pretend she got it.
We have to go really, really fast before somebody bad working for Brahma makes all of it go away again. If it goes out fast enough, the echoes will be what everybody hears, but that'll be okay. So, you sit over here, and he puts you in front of one of the keyboards, and I'll sit here, and we just kind of need to we need to be working in concert, and I think some of the stuff that you did when I was recovering makes me, I think we can probably like sort of work in unison for this, but we have to kind of do the thing. Is that okay? I guess it's okay for me. Is it okay? Okay. All right.
Colin takes you back to his room and asks you to do the thing.
Okay, dirty mind, quiet down.
Sorry.
This face? No.
I'm hilarious.
I'm gonna take her back to my room. We need to meld. No. Oh God.
Oh my God.
No, you guys know where I
This is going on the internet.
This will be played at my wedding.
You guys are terrible people.
Only this session? Anyway. All right.
Only this session.
Only this session. I'm not sure. You know what? I think given this picture, I think Colin might be a little bit of a sound nerd too, because there's a lot of sound equipment in there. But that's an oscillometer. That is hardcore nerd crap right there. It's like I'm going to analyze the data by listening to the sound it makes over a wire.
That's an oscillometer, he says. That's hardcore nerd stuff, he says, not realizing he just identified it without trying.
Okay. Fine. You want to get... I'd be offended, but I'm kind of proud of myself. So yeah. Anyway, all right.
You're such a nerd.
Hey, Palestine. So we need to open your mind
to the possibilities.
Of Colin. I didn't even do anything. So I was gonna make up a custom move for this, but I kind of didn't want to. So I don't know. There's hacking moves and stuff like that, but this isn't exactly hacking. This is just working together. So what I would like you to do, Palestine, is overcome, unleash your powers to overcome the various obstacles of truly mind melding with this human boy, and basically becoming a weird amalgam alien creature with 4 hands that can all type at 80 words a minute.
Dad, are you asking them to fuse like Steven Universe?
No. Although that may happen accidentally.
Depends on how well you do on this roll.
Like she shapeshifts into like a weird flesh power suit for him, and they all just come out like, "Argh!" No, it's not where I'm going
God,
with this.
Who are you wearing?
Gee.
Oh, Dave from down the hall. I skinned him.
What? No. Like, it's gonna be that kind of episode, people. Jamie's horrified. The other Jimmy just left. Like, all right, peace out. I'm done. Bye-bye.
Okay, from down the hall, I
No.
skinned him.
Colin, who are you wearing? It's my girlfriend. She's a little clingy. Ha!
You're the worst at it.
Wow. Okay.
Where's the first?
What, ow?
Pencil.
Did you hurt yourself?
I hit myself in the
Sorry, I
head
had
with
to
a
check on
weight
my
this
brother.
morning.
You
It was a
hit. Wait.
3-pound
Pause for a second. You hit yourself in the head with a weight? This is why, incidentally, Kaylee, that I got you the soft hand weights. Because I had every confidence that you would hit yourself in the head with a dumbbell.
Well,
That's why I got her soft ones, so that when she does that, it's just
What
like...
a trio are we?
I was doing a plank and I put it on my back to make it so that I would know
Harder?
if I was staying flat.
Ah. Mm.
And then it was pointless, so I was trying to get it off my back, and I moved the wrong way, and it rolled forward and hit me right here. And now I've had like a headache all day.
Yeah,
I burnt
that's what
myself on the oven this morning.
There's actually a athletic and medical term for that. It's called a concussion. I hit myself in the head. I've had a headache all day, and my vision's been blurry. I don't know
Oh
what to
my
call. I
God.
don't know what that is. That's a concussion.
We're such a trio. You know, Jamie gets her fingers stuck in coins or whatever.
Sorry?
Jamie hits her head in the face with weights. Hits her head in the face.
I hit my head in the face. I'm gonna hit your fist with my face.
And Kat can't speak English.
I'm on crack cocaine without
No.
doing any drugs.
All right,
This thing called
Miss.
natural marijuana.
Really? No. No. I am your parent. You cannot make those kinds of jokes, please. Thank you. Someone will listen to this and send me to jail. Please stop. All right.
Okay.
Palestine. Would you like to... First of all, I want to know what the mind meld looks like. Like, what do you do to, like, form the connection? Like two spines right through his forehead, or is it more like a brain hug, or do you like put your chairs back to back and lean the back of your head against the back of his head, and
Yeah,
or
something
anything?
more
Like,
like
what is it?
that. Like the chair thing. I don't really know. I have a picture in my head, but I don't know what I mean by it.
Okay, so describe the picture in your head. Imagine a 4-hour kiss, but
Dad, stop.
with the back of your head instead of the front of your face. No, I'm just kidding. I don't.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll just say the chair thing. Like, put your chairs back to back.
Okay. All right. Your hair's really soft, he says. Like it's extra soft. It's almost like you've got a pillow wrapped around your head. Is that weird? It feels weird. I'm a little nervous. I chatter when I'm nervous. I kind of talk a lot. So I guess,
chatter when I'm nervous.
you know, is this gonna, when are we gonna know, like, if it's working? Like, when are you gonna start? Like, when are you gonna start? Like, how do we know he's just kind of going? Like, I know this was my idea, but it's still a little bit, your hair is really soft. Like, is that a shape-shifting thing or like an alien thing? Or do you like use Pantene? Like, what?
Pantene. I love the way you said that. Do you use Pantene?
I want you guys to know how much, like, when I'm driving around town, I sit, well, obviously I sit, but I'm, like, my brain turns over like things the boys might say. And this is, this is the product of that. I never once thought of him saying the word Pantene, but I have thought about how he would say things. So, luckily, when I go to the Pantene thing, Colin is there waiting for me. Anyway, okay, so cool. Is it okay if I like scratch my head? Because it's like, is that going to screw things up if I guess I already did it. So if I was going to Should I take my glasses off? Am I gonna have a seizure or stroke or anything? Like,
This
is this?
poor anxious little boy.
If I were there, I would have already told him to shut up.
It's an indication, I think, of Palestine's like.
Patience.
No,
Patience.
No,
the thing
I'm
is,
just sitting there cracking up. But
It's-
silently. I'm just silent laughing.
Colin brings you great joy, and the best part is like since humans are all kind of weird to you anyway, and you're kind of weird to them, Colin bridges the gap by being
Weird no matter what.
weird. Like he's the interstitial weird. He's the weird membrane between two cells of weirdness. I feel like maybe we should go get ice cream after this or something. Ice cream might be too much. It feels kind of heavy. Like yogurt? Like a smoothie? We should go get smoothies. Like, anyway, please roll. Please interrupt this poor lad's.
What is she rolling?
She is rolling over Unleash Her Powers, which, as you may recall, is based on this freak's freak. And her freak is her freak.
Rude.
Well, she is a bit of a. Hang on. Her freak is currently resting. Oh my God, at a 3. So that's a thing.
Whoa.
So you just have to click on that thing and do that thing. She looks nervous. It's a that's actually a terribly low roll for you.
Yeah.
But we'll take it. 2 3s plus 1. Man, it was so close to a fail.
That
No, that would have been so awesome.
But victories must happen.
Do you remember?
Are you kidding? The last few episodes have been a nightmare for dice rolling. Just
Says
please.
you.
No,
To be fair, no, you're right.
It's largely been pretty bad, but no. Recall, if you will, the wonderful time when Margie rolled a 6 when she was trying to get everybody telepathically linked, and everybody swapped bodies for 3 episodes. That was fantastic.
I skipped that episode. No, I skipped that episode because I have this weird thing about swapping bodies, like the whole Freaky Friday thing. I can't do it. I had to skip the episode and kind of just skip through it to understand what was kind of going on. I couldn't watch it.
Jason.
So if you do that to us, I will leave.
I won't.
I will leave.
No, Jason was in Charlotte's body, which was terribly awkward. The best, I mean, Charlotte was in Link's body, which was pretty funny, and then Link, of course, was in Jason's body, which he hated. Where was Mercury? Was in Link? No. Yeah. No.
No. Yeah. No. Mercury was in Concord.
Oh, Mercury was in Concord.
Yeah, I thought Concord and yeah.
Concord was in. This is the best part. Literally the best part. Concord was in. Mercury's body with the speed powers, the speedster powers, and it was so much easier for him. It was the way he'd always imagined superpowers would work instead of the way his powers worked. And in the process of one Christmas party in front of a bunch of other adult superheroes, he used all of the legacy superpowers that Mercury hadn't been able to figure out yet in front of his dad. In front of Mercury's dad. And his dad was thrilled because he figured out how to do it, and then Mercury got back into his body and couldn't do it.
Aww.
It was so good. It was so good. Anyway, all right. Sorry, I got distracted there. A little distracted. But we have a 7. A 7 on Unleash Your Powers is when you overcome an obstacle, reshape your environment, or extend your senses, roll freak. On a hit, you do it. On a 7 to 9, mark a condition, or the GM will tell you how the effect is unstable or temporary. I have an unstable idea. I'm not, but that'll be fun.
Yeah, I don't really want to take a condition.
You don't really want to take a condition? Okie dokie.
I'm good.
I don't. Yeah.
I'm
You
gonna give
don't.
that one a
You don't
hard
want. You don't want
pass.
to get angry, guilty, insecure, or hopeless from being mind melded with Colin. Okay. Unstable. Okay.
Oh my god. People outside my window need to shut the hell up. They're so loud.
I didn't hear them before, but I did that time.
They're
Okay.
talking about not wearing masks at Costco.
Like.
So not only are they loud, they're idiots.
So they're talking about how they don't want to do it, or that people aren't doing it.
No, that they aren't doing it.
Keep in mind, these are also the people right across, like, that have been routinely bringing people into into their house for like parties and stuff every weekend. So that's great. Anyway, all right. Sorry, that's distracting and annoying. All right, so unstable. I don't want temporary. I want unstable. I like unstable things.
I'm
like really
unstable.
chairs.
I'm glad that Ember, I'm glad that you said that you didn't like the body swap thing, because I would absolutely have them randomly switching back and forth all episode. Otherwise,
Oh my god! Oh my god!
No,
I would
thank you.
actually
No, thank
leave.
you.
I would never come back.
Oh, I
I
would
would
love that.
vomit.
Dad, if you
I
get
don't
rid
know
of
why.
one of-
But it bothers me so much. Like I just want to curl up
That's
in a
okay.
ball and cry.
that's
If
okay.
you scare
same
away
thing
one of
with-
my favorite friends,
Same thing when I
will
think
murder
of
you.
like fingernails bending or breaking, or like toenails bending or breaking. I have the same reaction of anytime anybody thinks about it, I curl
You
up in
don't
a ball
have to
and
explain it. It's okay.
I cover my ears.
You can just say, please no. For all I know, it makes Jamie uncomfortable too. The other Jamie. I don't know. But it doesn't matter. And I'm not here to make everybody. I'm here to make you uncomfortable.
I think I'm more
in a
trying to
good
explain
way.
it to myself.
I got it. No, I get that. Yeah, no, I'm trying to make you uncomfortable in a good way, not a bad way. The kind of discomfort that makes you scream at the camera and go, no. Anyway, not get squicked like a dog licking a microphone.
Can you guys hear me coloring, by the way?
I
feel
sure
like I'm
can.
being really loud. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll be
It's not
quiet.
super loud though.
It's not. It's just a little bit.
It's not distracting. It's just like when we're all quiet, it's noticeable.
You can hear
but
like
Coloring too, but I'm coloring on myself.
I'm coloring too, but I'm fixing an old.
That's cool,
drawing.
man. She's doing that.
Yeah.
Look at the
I
thing.
think this would be a kind of cool tattoo.
Oh, wait, let me see.
Oh,
Hearts-
it's a bunch of flowers on.
Awesome! You have
Vine.
to do that to me the next time that we get to see that in person. You have to do
Okay.
that. That's awesome. I freaking love that.
I think it'd be a really fun tattoo.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Although I need to know when to stop, but I don't want to stop. I keep wanting to do it like all the way up my arm.
I mean, you could, theoretically. It's not permanent.
You
All right,
guys-
off
you-
track.
no,
Keep
you-
on track.
No, it's fine. Keep talking amongst yourselves. I'm looking up a thing.
Seriously, these people outside, I'm literally going to throw something out the window.
Do it.
It might be myself, but we'll just have to see. I just like yeet myself into their backyards and on broken legs. I'm just like, shut up. I am recording.
Okay, question. Does this
Mm.
blend between the pink and the purple and then the blue and the purple look good?
I think so, yeah. I
Okay,
like it.
'cause I randomly just took this out and was looking at it, and then I realized it looked really bad. So I was trying to fix it. I love alcohol markers. They're awesome, but they stink.
This is the one I did. And then I just
like
finished
that.
another one. It's the little tiny boys. They're freaking adorable. And I'm
Okay.
really excited about this one because it's one of the 3 main characters and it says I'm not your sidekick. And it's pretty great.
Okay.
Okay.
I know what the unstable effect is. And I'm just going to quote here because sometimes, I'm just pulling aside sometimes you need a little bit of inspiration. And my inspiration more and more has been to go back to the rule book and actually reread sections, which is pretty good.
Sorry.
Options for unleash your power. On a hit, you do it. Or let the GM know how your effect is unstable or temporary. Temporary is pretty self-explanatory. Unstable is about unintended additional consequences. Unstable effects never take away from the core success. You did whatever you intended to do, but they add additional elements that complicate the situation. That was really all I needed to hear. Okay. So, Palisane, Colin, you guys are like you're having a conversation and basically talking back and forth and coordinating with each other, but you're not speaking to do this. You guys are at your keyboards and just hang on. Hang on. I need to here, I'll show you this. So everything in the room is like
Scylla's losing her mind in the corner.
No, they're off in Colin's like
Oh, okay.
space, like, but it's just it's rippingly fast keyboard work and all this other kind of stuff, and you guys just talking and basically completing each other's sentences, talking incredibly fast. But it's not. It's not speech. You guys aren't to you. It seems like speech, and we see you guys, and you're just like completing each other's sentences. You're back and forth. You're both at the keyboard. You're super excited, and you're ripping through. And it's like, I'm gonna get this guy. What's that YouTube that's over in what's the equivalent of YouTube that they run over in China? Oh, that's this and that. You got an account over there? I got an account over here. I'm gonna go account. What's the password? And it's super fast, talking over each other. And then we get a shot kind of what everybody else is seeing. And it's you two sitting in chairs right next to each other with your eyes kind of wide open and looking at the screen, but you're not talking. You're just like everything is happening in your heads in a largely dark room.
Freaky.
And kind of like the way the special effect drawing that they use around psychics' heads and comic books and stuff like that with like the waves going out and stuff. And really like you can even see that effect like in the hallway outside of Colin's room and like down the hall and just spreading like it's just a major, super powerful, effective mind melding aura that you can see like the power of it just everywhere. You three that are already in a connection are kind of getting whispers of this, but you're also your general connection between the three of you in terms of communication and so forth is also a lot faster and quicker and just effortless, really, because Penny's working in overdrive. Meanwhile, this thing is still winding up for
Round 2.
Round 3. Round 2 against the island. Ember, had you told everybody like where you are and what you're doing? Like, does Syl know you're in the air above the school and lighting this thing up? She probably would know because the temperature rose about half a degree over the whole island. She probably guessed what that was.
I did not say anything. So if Syl's paying attention, then yes,
Is
she
still
knows.
paying attention.
But
What?
no, I did not say anything.
She goes, "Is Syl paying attention?" And I go,
Force.
"If Syl's paying attention."
Now, for you, you're heat and fire, right? Tell me though, to Syl, what kind of heat or fire does your powers remind her of? Like,
I'm assuming I'm telling this.
no. It's her power.
Oh, okay.
But keep in mind,
Oh.
this is not something that anybody else would ever pick up on. But is it the heat of a thing that's in a microwave, or is it that's more of like a sterile, plasticky kind of heat, or is it the heat of a camp? Does it remind her of
campfire.
It reminds her of a
It smells
campfire.
like a campfire. Yeah.
But
Like
only
more
to
like
Syl.
alive.
Like it's just the hint. Like it's just that. So I'll give you an example of this. I love coffee. I know you're all shocked. But I have my coffee and I put in like a packet of the sweetener and I put in a little bit of the hazelnut and I put a little bit of cream, like a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit. I will drink black coffee, but I have a problem with drinking black coffee. And it's not because it's bitter. It's not because of blah, blah, blah. It's because it deeply, deeply, strongly reminds me of my granddad, who drank black coffee straight his entire life, and until he was about 55 or so, 56, was a 1 or 2 pack a day smoker. Okay. Menthol, Salem menthols. So when we walked into his house in the morning, there was the coffee percolator, and Grandpa was sitting at the kitchen counter, smoking. To this day, when I smell pure straight black coffee, I also smell cigarette smoke. I can't, and it isn't even like, and this is a weird way to say it, it's not fresh cigarette smoke. I smell an ashtray. So needless to say, pure straight black coffee is not a purely pleasant experience for me. And I guarantee you nobody else smells that coffee and goes, it kind of smells like cigarette smoke. It's just me. I can't disassociate those two smells in my head. So for Syl, nobody else is going to go, yeah, Ember kind of, when she really gets going, it kind of smells like a campfire. That is just an association. Honestly, Syl, you don't even know. It's so subtle that you don't even know if it's actually something from your heightened senses or if you've got a weird association in the back of your head between fiery heat and campfire smoke from when you were a little kid or something. You honestly, it's one of the few times you don't fully trust your senses. Anyway, the temperature in the room and after a couple of quick tests outside the room in the hallway, basically the temperature over the island rose about half a degree all at once, and you get that faint sensation of campfire smoke. You've managed to convince yourself mostly that it's probably at your actual senses doing something because you've been around heat other than Ember's heat, and you don't get campfire sensations off of anybody else but her. So it's probably an actual sensation. Anyway, you get that campfire smell, sense, and you get the heat thing. So you know that she's around and she's doing something big because it's changing the temperature over the whole island, which by volume is a lot of air to heat up all at once. Last time something this big happened was probably Belize.
Ooh.
Spicy.
So, what do you do? Where are you at? You're in the med bay. No, you're in the base. You went
I'm
down
in
to
the
the
base.
base. Colin
Yes.
left with Palacine. Jack is there. Alias is there?
Alias is there.
Is Alias there?
I think so, yeah.
All right. So what are you doing? Jack's a little tense around the guy that you fought a couple times and broke Palacine's arm and
Yeah. So this is gonna sound real weird, but I think it'll be fun. I want to
That
try
is
comfort
not the
and
way that word
support.
is prominently used.
I want to try a comfort and support on Alias.
Okay.
Was that not what you were expecting?
I mean, it doesn't mechanically do anything, but I can ride that for some way of like sort of forming a bond with him.
Yes, I
Okay.
want to make the poor child feel better.
You realize you're basing this on mundane, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's why it's going to be fun.
All right. Is it? Is that really what it's going to be?
I will see when I roll.
Okay, hang on for just a second though, because you're gonna have to deal with something first. Actually, Monday's not terrible, so that's probably okay.
Shh, don't jinx me.
There is something going on here that you need to deal with first. So
Okay.
surprise! And you picked kind of the worst possible person to do this with right off the bat. So, how do you approach him? Like, what do you do? Because he's kind of staying back. Let's get over to the base map here so we can kind of remind ourselves what all is going on. And so yeah, he kind of reminds you a little bit of the fact that he's there, kind of a thing, just because he's like, yeah, apparently, like, this isn't actually like reinforcement for this base, but they're like sections of the underground area underneath the school are all kind of like the whole island is sort of like partitioned off behind these reinforced barriers in the stone, like all the things. So, like, it's like kind of how a submarine has got its different sections. So if one area starts rupturing water, like the other areas will be safe. So there's a lot of reinforcement. I'm not saying we could take a full hit if we had no defenses, but we do have some. So I'm sure it'll probably be fine. I just want to point out that you figured out that the temperature changed from ember, and you're like 60 feet underground in a sealed bunker, and you still picked up on it. So that's a thing. So yeah, you guys are coming down here. What emotion does do the bots identify on you, Sil, when you like Penny and Colin take off up the stairs, and there's like this moment of silence, and the helper bots, like one of them kind of slightly turns your way and says,
Unamused.
"That's not an emotion. You got to come up with something like that's actually emotion. That's an
I think angry, probably.
Angry. Looks at Jack. Uncomfortable. No, nervous.
What about Alias?
Divide by zero overflow error. Does not function. Database table does not. Database table not found. Yeah. Oh, sorry. When did they start reading? When did they start doing that? They did not do that when I was here.
Blame Penny.
Oh, alien weird. Huh. Interesting.
She's very emotionally attached
to
everything.
Right. Okay. And that apparently that's catching because these and he kind of, you see like around the training pit here, there's like a couple places to kind of sit, like a bench or whatever. He kind of leans. No, they're like railings or something. He just kind of leans up against the railing. So what do you do? Like, what do you do? You like move over there? What do you?
Yeah.
What are you doing, kiddo? You want to spar or something?
No.
Take my jacket off.
I just want to say that I'm sorry about everything that happened to you. But I get it.
Sorry?
I know what it's like to be treated that way by someone.
He gets very still. Like he gets very still. Like statue still. Like no still readings off of him. No muscle twitches, no gives, no tells, anything. You're getting absolutely no reads off of him whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
And then Penny's psychic wave hits.
Oh, Jesus.
So I'm going to have you take a powerful blow as you get everything that's going on inside of his head.
Oh, no!
That he's.
Thanks, Penny.
Remember, it's unstable. Unstable means unintended consequences.
Okay,
Like
take a
accidentally
blow.
mind melding with anybody that you're standing nearby.
Okay, roll plus conditions marked. I have one condition. Bloop. Bloop.
Oh, hey, that's actually good for you.
Hey!
Look at
Nice.
that.
I love. Oh, I get a potential.
So that's take a powerful blow. With take a powerful blow, if you get under a say on the miss, you stand strong. Mark potential as normal. How do you... So... You haven't, Sil, experienced firsthand everything that... everything that's been going on that everybody saw on the videos and stuff like that. You heard some of the audio, but in a lot of cases the cameras didn't have audio.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't showing any of that stuff. It was not.
Mm-hmm.
It was. They're not that kind of a thing. There's a few cameras that have it. Not all of them do, and not all of them have that. The thing. So you're kind of going to a certain extent secondhand, or you're going strictly by kind of crappy audio from a distance, and it's. Your senses can only take that so far because they're not your senses. They're your senses on a little crappy computer speaker. Like,
Yeah.
it's not picking up all the nuance that would be if you had been in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So you're really kind of listening the way other people listen, which is how do they even function, right? So this moment is everything that everybody else saw on the screens turned to 30 on a dial that only goes to 10. Everything, and it's firsthand. You feel Brahma cracking your wrist, his scorn at your weakness, and the methodical way in which and there's a bunch of stuff that's not on the videos that you're catching too, like these just raging. He doesn't often use physical violence, although he does use it. But a lot of time it's verbal abuse and just shouting and raging and or even worse, softly spoken disappointment. And it's just blow after blow. I mean, in Alias's memory, it is a non-stop barrage that goes on for 4 years. Like, and when he's not actually around him, he's thinking about what was said in every instance. So there's rarely a moment when anything that he does isn't in some way, shape, or form him also thinking about something that Brahma said to him about whatever it is that's going on at that moment. Every interaction he had, almost every interaction, there's very, very few moments, and he's not thinking about them right now, that it wasn't colored in some way, shape, or form by something that Brahma said to him. Because he's not thinking about the happy moments right now. He's thinking about all the bad stuff. And yet, you take all of that and stand strong. How?
Because it's what she was expecting. Once she put the pieces together of you know, Brahma is the reason for Alias's fractured state of mind. This is the kind of thing that she expected, and the emotions that she was expecting, that she would, understand to be paired with that kind of abuse. And it doesn't make it any less painful to experience, but it's almost exactly what she would have pictured and what a reaction to that would be.
Huh. So for you, for Syl, the pain is fine as long as it's the pain you're expecting.
Yes.
Not that you were expecting to get hit with it, but it's
Mm-hmm.
the fact that you're able to think about all this. Yeah. Anyway, we'll get into that later, at some point probably. But the fact that you're able to, do you think you're shielding yourself from it somewhat, like sort of intellectually distanced from it somewhat?
Oh, she's compartmentalizing like nobody's business.
Okay, well, we're just gonna put that in a box and cry about it later. Okay, that's
Yeah.
gonna go in this box. Oh, I'm
Because
just.
that's bringing up memories about her dad.
I got a whole
just,
storehouse of little cry boxes just
She
sitting over
is.
here on the shelf to get to later. So you're just compartmentalizing.
Yeah.
Hardcore.
Oh yeah.
Got it.
She's like, I will save this for later.
So nice, well done. He will then. So I think he actually understands that connection was made, because as I've mentioned to Palestine in the past, this guy's mind is generally unassailable when it comes to telepaths. It's one of the reasons. I mean, it's the main reason that Vigil doesn't know any of this stuff is happening or was happening. So the shock of probably feeling that connection being made was kind of put him removed some of his natural defenses. So we go back to what you had originally said, and just the fact that you were just sorry that it happened and all that crap and so on and so forth. So now this may be, hopefully this isn't another 6, but now comfort and support. Are you angry?
No, I'm guilty, so that doesn't do anything about this. It's just true. Okay, it's mundane, right?
It is mundane.
Bloop.
Bloop.
Oh!
Ooh.
God dang it. No! I knew it was gonna be like this.
Mark more potential?
I don't want potential, I want happiness.
Some people take more than one rule to get fixed, you know.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't trying to fix him, I was just trying to make him feel better. Okay. Comfort and support. When you comfort and support someone, roll plus mundane on a hit, they hear you, blah, 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 blah. What happens if you fail?
There's nothing for if you. Okay.
Well, if I fail,
No,
yeah, it doesn't say anything.
It doesn't say, because these things are so broad that these things can be applied in so many different situations that there's no specific stuff on a 6. It's just.
I'm so angry. I really wanted that roll to work. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Interesting storytelling.
Okay.
For the sake of the story. Let it happen.
Okay, I'm thinking here for just a second.
So hot in my room. I'm opening the door.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, this is gonna be mean. Understand he's
okay.
lashing out in pain.
I'm ready. I'm prepared.
Okay.
I've put up all my walls.
Okay. Yeah, he kind of goes, yeah. Yeah, the group counseling session speech doesn't really do a lot for me. Uh, you're sophomore, right? 15. Okay. Uh, I've been sent out to kill 4 people by the time you were in your second semester. You were in this semester for school. I missed one of them and ended up with a bullet wound right about here. And while I was healing up and talking with the orderly, Brahma came in and saw me talking with this guy, and he didn't like it. Um, I'm not gonna. It didn't ever heal right. That hole. And that's, probably just one more thing that you can kind of set off to the side. Breathe through your breathing exercises. Vigil's taught you a lot of good stuff. It's going to help you a lot. But you're not actually letting anything land. You're like a emotional duck. The water's just kind of rolling off. Not like a person. So you'll forgive me if I don't really worry about what the little baby duck has to say about everything I've gone through and whether they feel bad about it. Okay? I think when you've actually, I know terrible things, scars on the face, big accident, gave you superpowers. That seems like you've been through a lot. Maybe eventually when you have, we can talk. Talk to me then. Don't talk to me until then. Just don't talk to me until then. And I'm going to have you take a powerful blow again. Ember is just like, no, 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 no.
When is it my turn to take a powerful blow?
I'm working on it.
I want a turn.
I have a
Trust
response
me.
for that. It's
No,
coming.
you don't.
You're going to have
thank you. Yeah, no, I'll take that 9. Yeah, no, I'll take it now. That's fine. It's okay. Yeah,
you're exposed to all the trauma that he went through as a child, and you're like, and he says, don't talk to me until you've suffered the way I've suffered. And you're like, gut punch. All right. So.
Excuse me. Okay, 1 second.
I'm sorry. First of all, I'm sorry. That hurt all of my things to say, okay?
That seriously hurt my soul,
I'm
a
sorry.
lot.
I'm sorry. He's
Okay.
lashing out in pain. He's not naturally an evil person.
When you take a powerful blow, roll plus conditions marked. On a 7 to 9, choose 1. Lash out verbally. You give your ground. You struggle past the pain.
Provoke a teammate to foolhardy action. Or take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition on somebody that you can inflict a condition on. Like basically you snap out and lash out at somebody else so that they take a condition instead of you taking a condition.
Do I have influence over Brahma? 1 second. I'm just curious. No, I know that I can't.
No, I'm totally down. Give me a
get
condition.
to him right
I'm
now.
down.
Teammate. You give ground, your opposition gets an opportunity.
Do that.
Or you struggle past the pain and mark 2 conditions.
Dude, just give me a condition. I'm so down.
Then there's more mean words being said.
I'm curious because I want to see what giving ground looks like.
Make me work for this.
No, we have so many enemies right now, Kat. Are you stupid? No.
If
Why
Brahma
can't you
comes
just give me a
closer,
condition?
here's the thing you need to understand, Ember, is that I'm a melee fighter, so the closer Brahma is to me, the more damage I can inflict.
You give
Okay,
ground.
but maybe I want to fail my take a powerful blow. Is it like, okay?
Ember, I promise you'll get to take a powerful blow. It's probably going to be the next roll that we do.
And we're right back
But
to
will
session
I
one,
fail
ladies and
it?
gentlemen.
We don't know.
Will you?
Ember
I don't
begging
know.
for a powerful blow.
This isn't going to be, unfortunately for you, it's not going to be one of these harsh words of like take a powerful blows. It's going to be, I'm going to shoot you with the interplanetary with the like.
That's the point. But I
I'm
just want to lose my take a powerful blow. I just want to fail, okay? I like the options.
I just want to burn the water out of the entire bay.
Evaporate the bay. Emilio, look out.
You give ground and your opposition gets an opportunity.
I'm just saying, opposition does not technically have to be Brahma. I just like to point that out once again.
Well, I know, but I want to know kind of like what you do to react to that. Do you storm out of the room? Do you
Oh no, you really think Silhouette, master of compartmentalization, is gonna show that ish on her face? No, she just nods and walks away.
Right, but where do you walk away to and what do you do? Because you do leave
Jack.
a gap.
To
Okay.
Jack, because support boyfriend.
Okay, all right.
She does a little pinky thing. You know, like where you intertwine your pinkies? It's not holding hands, but it's stuck here.
Okay. Your opposition gets an opportunity. All right. All right. I know what that is. Okay, so you go over to Jack, do the little thing, and he's like, and Alias lets that happen for about a minute, like about a hot second. It's like, okay, yeah, I don't need to watch you two make out or whatever. I'm gonna go back up and check on the guy in the infirmary. Stay safe. That guy's kind of an
Trying
asshole.
really hard to give him all my sympathy. He's not making it exactly easy.
Yeah, I don't know what that's like. That's really rough. It can be really hard when you're dealing with somebody who's got a lot of defenses up and won't let you kind of in to help them out and spends more time worrying about what everybody else does. I feel like, I mean, I don't have any personal experience with that, but I feel like if I did have personal experience with it, that would be like super frustrating at times to have to deal with that. It can be, I mean, theoretically, it can be really, really hard. You want a Coke? You want some tea? Would you like some tea? Feels like you want some tea.
I hope you can see the look of disdain I am giving you. Can you feel it through the wall?
You're awesome and I love you, but sometimes you need to listen a little bit to what you just said because, oh my God.
I know I'm a filthy hypocrite, but this is an RPG. I'm allowed to be a filthy
No, that was Jack talking to you. That was
I thought that was you.
No.
I thought that was you talking to me.
That was Jack. Sorry, I should have been more clear.
I thought that
I'm going to have to replay this later and see what I said to see if it actually has any implication. Actually, could have been applied to you. Because anybody else think I was just talking to Kaylee? No, you guys thought it was Jack talking to her. Yeah, see, they got it.
I legitimately thought that you were just roasting the ever-loving crap out of me.
I was, but for different pronouns. I, Jack, was roasting the ever-loving crap out of you, Syl. In both cases, with love. But,
I
wow.
literally just thought that you were talking.
So anyway, Jack wraps up by saying, "You want some tea, or did I just give you a bunch? Don't hurt me. Please don't break my collarbone."
I want coffee.
Okay, I can get you coffee. You all right though? Seriously, you're all right?
Mhm.
You're lying to me. As he's going across the room. So, Amber, we're just going to start out with the first thing. And by first thing, I mean this. Nope, not that. Delete. Whoa. Is it moving in size on you guys' screen or no?
Nope.
It's kind of funny what I'm doing on my side.
It's just you making silly noises.
Well, I was making the picture of the oversight building get bigger and smaller on the screen.
Yeah, that doesn't make it any less silly, Dad.
Hang on, I'm lining it up here.
I still think it's really funny that I literally just thought that you were talking to me.
Oh wow, that's beautiful.
Thank you.
Really gets the idea across, you know.
I am
right up her nose.
I am the best artist.
Right up that schnoz.
Is that good?
I'm so ready. Hit me. Do it.
That's how Take a Powerful Blow works, right? It's just
Can
this
you guys
all.
tell where I got my
Yeah.
artistic skill from?
I
I
mean,
can take it. No, I can't.
Hold on, did you say you're a good artist? Have you seen? Look, I saved all the
I
characters.
never said
from
I
the
was the
stop
best
motion.
in this group. I just said,
Look at
I
them.
mean,
that,
you are right. To be fair, you do top me by an extreme amount.
I mean, I didn't want to say anything because you're my daughter, but I mean, obviously.
No, it's okay. You can say it. She's an amazing artist and tops me in every way.
I will. I mean, artistry is really in the eye of the beholder. And I love your art, but when it comes to stick figures, Jamie's game is strong.
Mm-hmm.
There's no doubt
The
about
force
that.
is strong in this one.
Definitely.
Yes. Yeah, Jamie's game
There's
is...
a bug, and I'm gonna kill it.
Are you?
I got it.
Oh wow.
No, I didn't. I missed.
All right.
God dang it.
Oh, never mind. I take my congratulations back.
You mean
All
your
right.
wow?
All right, Jamie.
It literally just went through the wall. What the frick?
What?
Okay, sorry. Keep going. This wall is just an interdimensional traveler. It's fine.
What am I doing here?
I don't know.
So, yeah, this thing lights up. Now, you will, because you're using moat, absolutely protect your group, the island, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But the blowback on this is going to be...
Rough, buddy.
Well, that's rough, buddy.
That's rough, buddy.
We've been rewatching Avatar: The Last Airbender, which, again, watch the damn show! Anyway.
It's on Netflix. You have no excuse.
But
get on that.
No, I'm too busy watching Criminal Minds.
the feedback is going to be BNANAS. So, Ember, would you please take a powerful blow?
Is it just conditions?
It's just, you just hit the little thing, the little dice next to your conditions, and it'll do all the math for you.
Oh, I thought you were going to be more excited
Okay.
about that.
But what if I really want to fail this roll? Can you
Yeah.
give me
No,
a
I can't.
minus or a +1, please?
I can't. Sorry.
Please.
Seriously, you and every other Nova on the planet has asked that at some point in time, like, could I just fail this?
Yeah! Yeah! Hell yeah!
Oh, my sweet
I don't
Marshall.
I don't actually know what I want to do. I just remember liking those options.
All
So
Okay, let's see.
that's an 11,
right, clean up on aisle 6.
and aisle 7, and aisle 8, and
Now,
aisle
there's a
9.
little bit in aisle 2. Not sure how that happened. Oh, wait. Yes, I am.
Take a powerful blow. When you take a powerful blow, roll plus your conditions. On a 10 plus, choose one. Remove yourself from the situation, flee, pass out, etc. You lose control of your powers in a terrible way. Or 2 options from the 7 and 9 list. I know why you like it.
I think I'm actually not gonna lose control of my powers. I think I'm just gonna
What?
I'm just gonna be dramatic and tragic, and I'm gonna scream bloody murder and then pass out and fall in the water.
That's awesome.
Emilio, time to save your girlfriend.
Did you just...
But it's not just like screaming; it's also mental screaming. So like they hear it too.
I wish I could go back through like every... I can, but I wish I could go through like every recording of every game and get every one of the times that we've sung little song ditties. Amelia ho, time to save your girlfriend. Ha ha. Ow! Little Jesus.
Make a song out of all the mini songs.
Amelia ho. Anyway, I might never forget
I
his
thought
name
you
now.
were gonna say. I thought you were gonna say I want to go back through all the sessions and get all of Jamie's screaming, and I'm like, that's just as
I
good.
was like, that's literally not very
That's
hard,
all
but
of the
okay.
A
episodes.
Jamie screaming supercut. It's just ah!
They blend in perfectly with
That's
each other.
that's like 30 minutes of every episode.
You could tone shift it though and like get you screaming with yourself in harmony.
We'll add it in the background of the mashup of all the mini songs.
Ah!
Amelia ho. Ah! Come and save your girlfriend. Oh my god!
I'm dying!
No! Oh
You
my
must
God, I'm
remove
so
yourself
sweaty.
from the
Ew.
situation, flee, pass out, etc. Okay. So, this thing
So
winds
not
up.
gonna do it.
This thing winds up. And it's bigger than the other two that you've seen.
Oh,
Yeah.
There you are. You
Everything it's so bright that the color goes away from the rest of the city. Like
wait,
everything.
was this? I forget. Was this on the news?
Yeah,
Weren't
they
they
did like
talking about
Yeah,
this
they
on the
shot the
announced
island
that.
once already, and they said like no, this is all like blah blah blah, and
There are terrorists.
they're
Oh, so they're not gonna get it? Darn it! Well,
who's not gonna get it?
the news. You said they already shot the island.
Well, they shot
Like
the
they
island.
already.
The news is going to see it because they saw the first one. They're still recording and everything.
Oh.
But they told everybody like, shelter in place, and this will be over soon, and so on and so forth. And the flashback from this thing basically turns the city into black and white monochrome. Like for just a second, it's so bright that there isn't any color
Neat.
except for the globe of
Does it
fire
make
around the
Wait,
island.
does it make it through my barrier though?
No. But the flashback, I mean, the barrier goes down. Don't get me wrong. The barrier that you did is down. But
I was just trying to buy time for whatever they were trying to do.
Yeah, the ripple back blow. I'm going to give you something here. You're going to see that is going to put a smile on your face.
Is it more of Jamie's beautiful drawings?
No, I could never dare. approach that level. Although it does involve me drawing stick drawings. So if you'll forgive me for just a second while I do that. As you're plummeting towards the ocean, trailing smoke and losing consciousness, Jamie, you see
Smoke. Smoke. Smoke.
like trailing flat, like basically the flash, the
If it takes you that much power to take me down, then you have no idea what's coming.
the
Jimmy,
snapback,
stop! You're our powerhouse. Stop.
the blast back from being grounded out the way that it was, or the reverb, the I mean, probably, yeah, let's just say a lot of windows in the city broke, but basically that thing overloaded when it hit your barrier.
Damn right it did.
There isn't going to be another one of those shots coming until they spend a really irresponsible amount of money at Home Depot for a bunch of fuses.
So did Phil and Penny hear my scream?
Oh yes.
Oh yes.
Okay.
And right now
Do we get to take another
That's the important part. Everyone needs to hear my bloody murder scream.
And then it is immediate, like about 5 seconds into it, it is immediately silenced with this sense of like the cold. It feels differently to both of you.
Oh no! You know what I just realized?
Huh?
Unconscious Ember is falling into the ocean where the space alien is.
Well, no, he can't touch me. He can't influence me. Because I have Squidbrain cannot have influence on me. So sure, he could like kidnap me or something, but he doesn't technically have influence over me. So
That is not what it's not. It's not necessarily what's going on.
You literally, when I said that, you pointed and went like this. I know you. I know that's your sign.
I could have been pointing at. I could have been pointing at Jamie. You don't know. It could have been. Maybe Jamie is directly below me on the screen. You don't know.
She's not.
She isn't. Jamie's over here and over there, and you're right here.
Wow.
Right there.
See, you pointed down to me. I nailed it right on the head. You are a monster.
I'm not a monster. I'm like, kind of a monster. Anyway.
I was aware that he's down there.
Yes. Anyway, plummeting towards the ocean, but you're like immediate, like, but the feeling is the feeling of plunging into water. When the scream stops, it's the feeling of plunging into water. However that feels to you, and Palacine's reaction to that's probably different than Silhouette's. I can't remember what Sil isn't a huge fan of being in the water, or is she? I can't remember.
No, she's not a huge fan of it.
She hates it like me.
Not
it's
quite.
Not
Penny's the only one who likes it.
She doesn't like it because it makes her like senses muddled because of how many sensations there are that come with being in the water.
Yeah. Yep. Some of them are slower than you expect. It throws off your timing more than anything because sound travels differently through water and vibrations do and everything like that. Some of them faster, some of them slower. So it just throws off all your timings and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not a good thing. But you guys feel that, but lots of people feel that because, again, Palacine psychic reverberations. Probably half the city heard Palacine's scream. Heard.
Embers.
You mean embers?
Ember's scream. And also probably heard at least half of, yeah, if that's what it took to take me down, you guys don't know what's coming.
No, I didn't actually say that.
No,
I
okay.
was screaming.
Just the screaming? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
No witty comeback for this knockdown.
No, like half passed out, like no half passed out smack talk.
Nah.
If that's what it took to take me out, you guys are bleep. No, none of that. Anyway.
There's a mental bleep because Penny's just so good-hearted.
She ble- I love the idea that she bleeps the shared telepathic party line that you guys have whenever you swear. Like, what are you doing?
She has
It makes me
precision.
uncomfortable. You bleeped me, you bleeping bleep. You're doing it again.
I didn't even say anything bad that time.
I thought you were going to. So I bleeped you. Sorry.
I'm censoring this.
It just makes me feel really bleep.
She censors her
What?
entire conversations.
Please. Yeah.
Have you seen like those unnecessary censorship like edits of shows and
Yeah.
stuff? I feel like that's what Penny would do.
I thought tiramisu
So
was
I
a
was
swear word. What? Anyway. I can't remember what I was gonna say now. All right. Okay.
That
So
happens.
that happens. All of that happens. Wait a second. Finishing yawning. All right, Penny. You have merged with the Colin. He's the Colin now. You are.
Big brain.
What? What are you? What's the initial goal of this release out into the world of this information? Like, what what's, I don't mean you specifically, but like, think of yourself as the author kind of thing. Like, what's the thing that you're hoping for out of this move, taking this information and just dumping it out there with nothing, with very little. Colin's like tagging people in the video, like, so people know every single time this is Brahma. This is, and he's doing something especially diabolical because he's like, he's leaving the year stamps on, and he identifies Brahma, head of, and it's always like Brahma, head of oversight, Aegis liaison, uh, uh, advisor at large, Phoenix Academy,
Mm-hmm.
Student mentor, or guest mentor. Like, he always puts that stuff up there. These are the authority roles that he has. And after
Mm-hmm.
alias, it says alias, age 15.
Yeah.
Like, that's all he says after alias's thing. It's like, or it's age 16 or age 17,
Mm.
And it's just all of this stuff, all this power that Brahma has, and then this person who is a teenager, you know. But what's
So who are you asking?
I'm asking because Palestine's the one's doing it, and I want to see how effective this is initially in its effect, in when it goes out into the world. Like, are you trying to get? I mean, is it expose Brahma? Is it get him to,
Yeah, I'd say expose him.
get him to do a certain thing, or okay, all right. In that case, hmm. Or really kind of provoke somebody else to do something. All right, so what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have, oh boy, I actually don't know if you're any good at this. Let's find out. I'm going to have you provoke. Your superior is not great. But I will let you spend team on this because Colin is right there and can help you. Oh, that's why your Unleash Your Powers was not great. You're hopeless right now. It still like made it past, but instead of adding 3, you were only adding 1 onto your roll because you were hopeless. But it doesn't matter at this point. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you provoke because there's some people here who could, do something with this. So I'm going to have you roll your superior, which is a -1, but team is out there to be spent. At least one team is out there to be spent on behalf of Colin being there and helping you out and doing all the stuff. So there you go. What up? Oh, look, she rolls superior, and it's an 8. Okay, so provoke. The effect here that I'm looking at is like what is going to be done by Brahma's allies? Are they going to do anything about this? So 2020 has been kind of a world's crappiest disaster movie. We didn't even get zombies. We got like a crappy virus, and then murder.
We are living in a dystopian society.
Like the crappiest dystopian society. Like not even so much plot though.
It's not even from like government rule. There's no like witches taking over. Like there were endless possibilities that I would have rather had. Like where I had to go out and survive. No, I'm stuck at home doing absolutely nothing. I'm not even like learning hunting skills and like, being awesome and kicking people in the nuts, right? No, I'm sitting at home like, oh, I better wear a mask when I go to the grocery store.
And then murder hornets and cannibal rats in New York City and chimpanzees stealing COVID virus and some kind of Planet of the Apes heist. Nothing surprises me anymore. And then, of course, everything with Black Lives Matter. So this is what I'm thinking about here is the purpose of, like, there's one guy right now who's out there and compiling every piece of video evidence that people have posted online anywhere of police violence. And he's compiled it all. It's like 300 different video clips just from the last, like, couple weeks. The police violence will continue until the protests about police violence stop. Maybe. I don't know. And the idea is you get that stuff out there enough, the person that you're doing it about isn't going to change. But there are people out there that influence them, affect them, that might. So governments start, cities start passing laws to withhold funding and blah, 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 blah. So for me, I'm sorry, that was a little bit too close to whatever is going on today with a bunch of crappiness in the world. Step 1. But then also, bringing it back around to this isn't necessarily about, hello? Need to go?
Oh, no.
Okay. She's checking her watch. I'm like, am I keeping you up too late? I'm terrified that your parents are just going to hate me. All of you guys. Be like, he's keeping you up. And I am justified in my disdain. Anyway, which is true. All right. So this isn't about whether or not you can provoke Brahma. He's not on the docket. He's not on the target list. But you can provoke the people that he
takes orders from,
or that influence him or that are part of his side. right now. Okay. So I've got one for you, and this is a tough choice for you. You got a 9, right? Did you get a 9?
8.
An 8. But Colin can get it to a 9, which doesn't do you any good except for this. Except for this. There are two possible people that you can provoke to act. Two entities, I should say, that you can provoke to act by releasing this information. Okay? One of them is Aegis. All of Aegis. Now, for all of Aegis, so I'm going to read this provoke thing to you. When you provoke someone susceptible to your words, say what you're trying to get them to do and roll superior. On a 10 plus, they rise to the bait and they do what you want. On a 7 to 9, they might still do what you want, or they can instead choose one of these things. You take +1 forward against them. You gain a critical opportunity because they stumble, sort of. Or they overreact and you get influence over them.
I don't think there's any possible way that Aegis can overreact to this.
No. Well, sure. No,
Sorry, that's
okay.
just my personal opinion.
Yeah, sure, but they might just, they could. We're going to lock down the entire city, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know who's in the wrong right now, so everything, we're pulling out the massive big guns and it's all going to go terribly sideways. You know, this happened, and in order to prevent rioting throughout Halcyon City and the rest of the country, we're immediately dropping in martial law. So that would be an overreaction on their part. Okay. And you get, but the overreact, you get influence over them. Penny, that would be influence over all of Aegis. Attractive. Okay. The other person, you get a free +1 on, which with Colin gives you a 10. Okay. Patrol. Who is in the building with him and in the room where it happens,
Keep in mind,
so to speak.
I also have influence over Patrol.
That's why I'm giving her the +1 for Patrol, is because of that. The fact that you guys, I mean, it's kind of squishy, but so on the one hand, you got to take your tough choices. And I get to choose. Like, they can get to choose between overreact. You get a critical opportunity. They stumble, or they might just do what you want. Probably not what's going to go. And it's kind of a roll your dice, take your chances, and you might end up with influence over Aegis, which is a big deal. Or you get your 10. They absolutely do exactly what you want. It's only one person, but it's Patrol. Right there at the heart of things. Which is... well, I leave it up to you to figure out what the right choice there is. So who do you think this lands on? The question really for you is, and then everything after that is sort of my headache to a certain extent, is who do you think this lands on the hardest? Who does it really have the most the quickest immediate effect on? Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, what did I do? That's really not what I wanted to do. Shoot. I think I just broke something.
I think I'm gonna go with Aegis.
Okay. All right. Give me a sec. You're gonna make me make tough decisions, aren't you? All right. Give me a sec here. Jamie's crossing. You don't have to cross your fingers. It's not like a luck thing. I'm not rolling randomly.
I know. I'm hoping that you choose what I want you to choose.
I got to get back into the game here because I accidentally closed the game window because I'm a doofus. There we go. All right. Did I get? There we go. That's what I meant to do. That's better. All right. So.
Yeah, look, it's patrol.
Hey, look, it's patrol. Alrighty. Although I will point out, let that stand as a reminder for Ember that patrol is out there, is in the inner sanctum, and you have influence over him. So let that be a reminder that that target's available for you. Nothing like a good phone call to go slap somebody into doing the right thing at the wrong time. Okay, Aegis. Oh, you're not going to make this easy on me, are you? Let's look back at what's going on in here as everything hits the internet and there is immediate outrage. Brahma is trending on social media. Overwatch for Oversight is trending. It takes about another
Brahma the bitch.
LGBT. I'm looking up something here real quick. No. It doesn't take long before, and it does take a little bit longer, like 20 some odd 25 minutes. As people start to get the nuances of what's being dropped out there, that it's so you start seeing LGBTQ abuse as a hashtag. So yeah, stuff's going on. We didn't use a team on it because we don't need a team on it to get any better than what it is. And alias. Okay, so I'm going to think through this. You can take +4 for it against them because they stumble. They're vulnerable. That would probably be them, like, trying to get a hold of you for, and they don't know it's you specifically, but, you know, trying to get more information on what's going on. You get a critical opportunity. Or they overreact. You're muted. I want to know what you. Jamie has thoughts up there. She's just.
It's that one. You should do that one. Mhm.
You guys are all like, yes, make them overreact.
It'd be a great story plot point. Why are you shaking your head? No, Kat. She'll have influence over all of Aegis and the student body. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
That's like everybody in our story. She's literally God right now.
I mean, it's not my choice. I'm just putting my opinion out there.
Okay, well that's my opinion.
You don't want them to overreact?
No, because if they shut down the whole city, how is Syl gonna get to the tower and beat his butt? You know?
They're
I mean,
not
she would
gonna
still find
shut
a way
down
to do
the
it, let's be real, but...
That's not what it means by overreact. We don't know how they're gonna.
Yeah,
overreact.
I mean, one of the ways would be some kind of like,
Martial law thing?
martial law lockdown, full on freak out thing, where they just completely blow it.
All we need is the sympathy of the people. That's it. then we can overthrow everyone and become anarchists.
I think my main reasoning for I don't want them to overreact is that there's enough terrible stuff going on right now that important people are not responding to correctly, and I just want to have
well, I don't understand. I'm not saying that they react wrong. I'm saying that they overreact. Like which I don't. And this is I think partly your angle here is there's no way to overreact, like because you can't react hard enough for it to be an overreaction, but it could be. I'm gonna think. I need to ponder this for a second. So we're going to. Nice job making my life difficult, Palisane. And this is funny because you guys your eyes are all glazed and typing and stuff, and both you and Colin are just going like this like crazy, but at the same time you're both still typing with one hand, your other hand goes up, and you high five each other and then go back to it without really looking. It's just a blind high five and then go back to it like bam, yeah. All right, Palisane, you hit the water. It is cold.
Palisane, really?
Sorry.
Nope.
God damn it.
Ember.
Mm-hmm.
It's not Emilio and Diego
It
anymore.
is
It's Ember and Palisane.
Emilio, gotta save your girlfriend, Emilio. Oh.
Emilio, didn't see your girlfriend. I'm drowning in the super cold ocean.
What was this? God, what was it? Oh, because I'm trying to figure out what you're doing reminds me of, and it's when we'll occasionally play Star Wars Old Republic. It's like an MMO, like a Star Wars MMO, and she just sings like she narrates what she's doing, but sings it. And it's nonstop. It's like I don't even.
I'm walking to the car.
No, but it's like I'm gonna go. I'm shooting stormtroopers. Shoot, 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 shoot. And then there's lightning in your face. Lightning. And that's just it. Like that's the whole. It's just nonstop.
That's what I'm here
I've
for.
recorded a couple of them. I should share them with you so you can see them because they're really quite epic. Anyway, all right.
They're also a mess, just like yours truly.
Emilio.
He has a theme song now.
I was really hoping for more of a bossa nova thing. Anyway, Jamie, or should I say Emilio? Emilio. Now, is this going to freak you out if I put you in charge of Emilio for a second?
No.
Okay. Well, you may not like character switching. I don't know. Everyone's got their little.
No. I mean, if I'm in charge of
No, I don't mean I don't mean like the other thing. I mean just some people don't like switching characters.
Specifically body swapping. Like
So-
my mind is in the other person's body.
Got you. Right. This is not the case. All right,
This
Emilio.
is just full Emilio.
Emilio. You hear. I've got to say the funniest thing here. Let me just think for a second. You hear your fiery darling screaming in agony. It is terrible.
Darling.
It is the worst thing you have ever experienced. Except for the intense awkwardness in the living room earlier with her brother, which was just that was the worst. That was terrible. Honestly, could not have gotten out of there faster. It was, and I know that she's going to make me ask him to be my best man, and it's just going to be ugh.
No.
been established very firmly by this game. Emilio plans ahead. Way ahead. Anyway.
Whoa, buddy, calm down.
He's prepared. So, but he also feels her hit the water. Because he's still out in the water. He hadn't like gone into the base or anything like that. He doesn't have the benefit of telepathic links with Jack and Colin, obviously. What he does have is a waterproof ear mic that, and with bone conductions, with the bone sound conduction, and Jack just telling him what's going on. So he's been kind of going out here, and he pretty quickly also determines that there's some pretty bad stuff out here in the water that shouldn't actually be out here. And I have a sneaky suspicion the girls are going to want to know about this, and actually I should probably know about this because, well, clearly I'm going to have to step up since my dulcet darling isn't going to be able to fight out here in the water. So.
Wow, what a hero. He's also a huge nerd, by the way.
I mean, he is. Anyway. All right. So he is going to. Well, I should say, what is he going to do? What is his reaction? His darling embers hit the water. There are strange creatures about. And if she comes to and tries to use her powers in the water, that's potentially bad. Although, you suspect in your heart that you would never say it to her, that the whole thing with the water actually hurting her may be psychosomatic rather than an actual physical thing. But when you have someone who is as powerful as she is, telling her that the problem is only in her mind is like saying the problem is only in the atmosphere. It's...
He would, because they're like in battle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, hold on, never mind. I gotta think about this for a moment. I think he would swim over to where she's laying on the ground and put an air bubble around her first, so that, like, around her head at least, so that she's breathing. And then I think he would actually try and somehow deal with the creepy things in the water. Because it's not like because from his understanding, there's a ship firing above them, so it's not like he can just, like, pick her up and put her back on land.
Right. Well,
because
and they've been relatively...
From what he knows, she'll just get shot.
There's creepy things out here, but they haven't been doing anything. But as soon as she hits the water, something out here goes... From an alien biological point of view, it's fair to say that their ears perk up, so to speak. Still
technically can influence me, mechanically at least.
I mean, they can still hit you, or eat your face.
Well, but that's besides the point. So what? I don't have a face.
Haha, she says it that way too.
Huh?
It's not like
she said. Besides the point.
I gotcha. I correct her every time she says that because that's not actually the phrase, but.
Oh, what do you say then?
It's beside the point. It's like the point is here and it's beside that. It's not besides.
Okay, so I add an S. Sorry.
It's fine.
Yeah, that's what
I didn't say anything. She did.
No, but it's not like any of my success is coming from my face. So if it's like I don't have one, oh well, I'll just be like, alias too.
It's gonna eat your face. My success does not come from my face. Eat my face. Still burn you.
Do it. I dare you.
Anyway.
Fire doesn't come out of my face.
So I am gonna have you. Ooh, actually, hang on a second. Uno momento, por favor. Please to wait while I save my loves. My love. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I wonder if the legacy? He's the legacy, right?
I think so, yeah.
I like having him as a playbook. Dun, 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 dun.
Shut up, Jamie. I talk with my hands, okay? It makes storytelling more interesting.
Or just
I
more
have to be
distracting.
quiet now because my little brother is asleep.
I was about to be like, already? And then I looked at the clock and I'm like, oh, wait, it's 9:40. Never mind.
Yeah. All right, here we go. He is using a legacy move. You are about to use a legacy move. You're welcome.
Fine.
I know what I am. Once per scene, when I defend a teammate, I can shift my savior up and another label down in addition to any other benefits of the move, even on a miss. If I do, I add one team to the pool. So he is going to roll defend, which is a savior roll. But it doesn't happen until after he makes the move. So he makes the move, he gets to pick the stuff from defend, like whatever happens, but regardless of whatever else happens, he's going to shift his savior, and he's going to shift his savior from 2 to 3. So what I need you to do, because your savior right now is certainly not a 2, is it? No, your savior's a 3.
I don't know.
Actually, your savior's a 3. That's crazy pants.
Yeah, people kept moving it up because I kept saving people.
Okay, so what I'm going to have you
instead
do,
of destroying them.
what I'm going to have you do is just roll your savior, but when it asks for modifiers, put in a -1 because his savior is 1 lower than yours right now. Is that cool?
Okay, wait. I have insecure though right now.
Oh, he doesn't.
Yeah.
So add a +1.
Okay, here, I'll fiddle with it. Just let me, I'll do it. Don't worry. It will be okay.
I could have just added a +1.
It's okay. I got it.
Okay.
Bloop.
Wait, should I give myself insecure back now?
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, 2d6. I should have had you roll it anyway. Sorry, but all right. So, right on defend, he is defending you, and he is he's going to shift his savior up. So now his savior is effectively a 3, and he is going to defend you. He is not going to take influence over someone he protects because, all right. 4 NPC threat. On a hit, you keep them safe and you choose one. On 7-9, it costs you. Expose yourself to danger or escalate the situation. All right, so he gets to pick from add team to the pool. Wait, what does his special thing do? I know what I am. Move the thing. And add, if you do, add one team to the pool. So he's going to shift savior up. He's going to add team to the pool, and he's also going to pick adding another team to the pool because that's how he rolls. Take influence over someone he's not going to take influence over someone he protects because it's possible he already has influence over you. Yeah.
He does.
And he is going to give that. So you guys just got 2 team from Emilio being awesome.
Thanks, Emilio.
Thanks, Million.
Deal. There you go. All right. But he is also going to expose himself to danger. Because he is he's doing the bubble thing and kind of getting you, like, basically making some bare land. It's kind of all around your body. And then he's, like, standing over you. But the things are coming. The things are coming. And he's like, dearest, if it's not too much trouble, I think you're going to want to wake up very, very soon. Please don't make me kick sand in your face to wake you up. Ember? Lucy? And we are going to, wait, I have another thing. This one I'm going to have you roll. He is going. So he's gonna basically he's got to take a powerful blow from these guys. But he doesn't have any conditions.
No.
But he's got another move, and you get to do this one. So never give up, never surrender. When I take a powerful blow from someone with far greater power than myself, I know that's very difficult to imagine, but try. It's difficult for me. Use this move instead of the basic move. I do not roll my conditions. I roll plus savior. On a hit, I stand strong and choose one. So this is where positive is actually good, because he's flipping the dice, and he gets to roll savior to defend, or to take the powerful blow. On a hit, he stands strong and chooses one on 790, marks a condition. So I am going to have you this time just roll your straight up savior as his never give up, never surrender. Oh, but you need to do the insecure thing.
Yeah.
I took insecure off.
Okay. Look at that. That's
Woo!
pretty.
Yeah, Emilio.
That's a 12. That's pretty good stuff. I like that.
I love how you can roll well for other people. It's not you.
That's fair. I mean, I need to.
The Sharpie fumes are really doing it to me.
I mean,
My bloodstream.
I need to get. Huh. I don't know. I broke something in the recording. Doesn't matter. It's still recording, so that's fine.
My screams better echo the city for a long time. How dare you, Brahma?
Okay. So we're going to go. Where'd my screen go? Okay. So on a 12, on a hit, you stand strong and choose one. All right. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
You get an opportunity or opening against your attacker. You rally from the hit and it inspires the team. Add another team to the pool. Or you keep your attacker's attention on you.
The first one.
You get an opportunity or opening against your attacker.
Yeah.
Okay. He's going to take that opportunity. So he what he does is he's got that air bubble around you, and what he does is he pushes out spikes or shafts out away from the ball of air, and makes these shafts of additional like absence of water out away from him. So these things that are reaching out, all the little wavy, weird little tentacle things and stuff, are suddenly exposed to open air rather than being in the water. And some of them, at least, do not react well to this or are shocked by it. And they withdraw just out of, like, sort of being stabbed by open air kind of a thing. And as they flinch back, it's like, very well, if you won't wake up, I'm just going to have to rescue you. And he, like, slings you over his shoulder and like basically grabs the water that's the side wall. Like he puts his hand into the water that's the side of the bubble and kind of hooks onto it, and it kind of wraps around and just pulls him straight up, like basically elevators him right up out of the water, and up onto the shoreline with you, to get you up out of the water as fast as possible. And he kind of looks around and he's like, he looks back at the city and the big circle with the smoke coming off, and he goes, and he kind of gets you down off the shoulder. He's kind of holding you a little bit like this, and he's looking at that, and he goes, "Did you do that? Oh, that's beautiful. That's very impressive. You need to wake up very soon now. You're starting to worry me, but all right." Hello, Jack. Yes. I have Lucy. Where is everyone else? Where is everyone else? What a good question. Back to Palisane. You get a critical opportunity. All right. All right. So we cut to where is everybody? And we get a cut scene of not you guys. Okay? We're in the control center of oversight. Great big screen on the wall, like Justice League kind of big old screen on the wall. And let me just we need a person here. Oh, there we go. Get this one up here real quick. Oh. The big screen. As Brahma is sweeping just basically punching the table in front of him and cracking it, is like, well, this is hogwash, Parker. And this woman who's up on the screen, who's been Penny's contact, and says, we don't know what it is. Brad.
Ew.
And he scowls.
Of course he's a Brad.
Hey, my dad's name is Brad.
Shh. We're not talking about your dad.
No
We're
offense.
talking about Brad.
No offense. I just needed a name. We don't know what it is, but until we know what it is, we're not going to keep doing this. You are not going to attack any other portion of the city, especially a school where there's dorms with kids in it anymore until we've got this sorted out. Stand down. You're running this. You're the face of oversight. Unless you want to see your little pet organization's charter lifted indefinitely, you will knock it off. So this is them erroring and making a critical mistake.
Who?
Aegis. Aegis errs, but you get a critical opportunity. And she doesn't wait for him to reply. She doesn't wait for him to confirm. She issues the order, tells him to do it, and then cuts the lead. Screen goes blank.
Of course she does. You got to be dramatic with these types of things.
And the screen goes blank. And there's dead silence in there. The only people in the room at this point, and there's like smoke, sparks from the blowback. It's nothing dangerous, but the place definitely like most fuses blew unless they were protected fuses and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. I'm curious, where's Vigil during all of this?
You haven't rolled low enough for me to bring Vigil into this.
Okay, I was just curious where she was during all this.
She's staying the hell out of arm's reach of this guy, is what she's doing.
That's
because he's not happy with you, and he is more than happy to drag Vigil along by the hair to get you under control. But again, you haven't rolled low enough for me to do that to you yet.
You can't control me.
You can't control me.
I will punch you.
I would happily have him holding her by the hair like some sort of sack of potatoes, but that's not how.
Hello, meaty punching bag.
That is not how things have shaken out. There's dead silence in the room. The only person in the room besides him is Patrol, who's kind of. It's one of those things where like he's in focus and then the camera changes so that Brahma's not in focus and you see Patrol back behind him like comes into focus. That I can't remember what those called, but like a split cut kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, We should probably let them sort it out, Brahma. I mean, I just feel like that's going to be the right, and he's about to say the right thing. Brahma grabs the conference table that is, this gigantic C kind of thing, and literally throws it back, like he just grabs it and hurls it straight backwards.
Calm down, dude. Got anger issues or something.
Into patrol and into the back wall. There's more explosions, more crap gets busted, all this other kind of stuff. But as he's doing this, he doesn't do it like effortlessly. He like, and he just, he turns to like this big window off to the side and takes about 3 bounding leaps and jumps through it and like Hulk bounds out of the building.
Come to mama. You have no idea how ready I am to fight this dude.
I don't think we're going to be able to. Maybe
No, we will play until I get to punch this sack of...
I don't
That's the glass
care
flying
how
out
long
of
we go.
That's the glass flying out of the top Overwatch thing as he leaps out of the building. Okay. So. He is leaping. He can't actually fly, but he can jump. And he does this by jumping out and landing on the front quay. Really almost exactly the same spot where you guys originally fought Voltaic. Out on the front, out on the where the ferry comes in.
Mm-hmm.
When you originally, and then from there kind of lines up on the island and basically jumps the bay, like basically standing broad jumps the bay.
Because why not?
Because why not? Because this is Brahma, and he can do stuff like that. And he's not holding back. He's major jumping, that kind of thing. And we see Diego, because he's looking at this thing. And
Diego?
God damn it! I was doing so well. We see Emilio standing there. I gotta stand up for this. I gotta get my desk up here. All right. So we see Emilio. Well, I'm on the exercise ball thing, and I'm sweaty. It's not fun to be on that rubber ball for that long.
Oh no, what a nightmare.
Well, I can't have the door open because the TV's on. Anyway,
I have the door open. You'll be fine.
we see Emilio, and he's like looking out at the smoking thing, and you see this thing happen. Like you can, he's kind of squinting. He's like, what? What did I just? And he sees, and this little black dot getting closer in the sky and coming straight at the island. And he's like, that, and he's backing away like, that is going to be a problem. And then, in mid-arc, across the bay, he gets just this massive blast of energy hits him as he's flying across the bay.
I don't know who that was, but yeah.
And it just, the light of it washes back across Emilio, like you, and he's like he kind of flinches back from it. And the wind, like, kind of a thing. And you hear this rage-filled scream. You, Emilio. You stay away from my daughter!
Oh my god!
Wait.
I don't think she's...
Ember is your mom!
What's that?
Ember is your mom? Ember is
Hold
your
on.
mom!
Wait, hold on. I'm really low. Whoa. Wait,
She
hold on.
just Molly Weasley the
What is
hell out of that.
happening? Oh my god.
What's she doing to her arm? What are you doing to your arm?
I'm scratching it.
Okay, I was like,
I'm just itching it. No,
I thought you were like,
it.
I thought it was like, pinch me, what's going on?
No. I got a few bug bites earlier. That's all.
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay, so this happens, and he kind of like gets blasted kind of sideways and goes into the bay.
There's two of us now, bitch.
Bitch. My turn.
And he's like,
my turn.
He's like,
My turn.
you're. It's literally out in the open air over the water, and you're in the basement. Just chill.
Details.
Hey, sweetie, I think you're going to want to. Your mom's about to be on TV. I think you're going to want to see this. Hello, please.
Hello.
And she's up there, but it's like, I mean, I see the family resemblance, but and then there's another flare, like another almost similarly strength flare. Okay.
Oh,
and
no.
he's talking, he's keeping on the pattern. He's like, this is very, and this like, she's like, and she's up there, and she's like, and when that happens, she lets out another scream, but it's not, there's no words in it on this one. It's just like, and like a big, not quite a scream as much as it is like just a grunt, like a
war yell.
like a powerlifter trying to scream to get the weight up, kind of a thing. But in this case, it feels more like she's trying to keep it in.
Oh no!
And then out looking at the bay, you see the water like bulge, like this.
What the fuck is happening?
And Brahma comes up out of the water, like straight.
Don't you dare touch my mom.
And straight, like obviously straight at it, like it's starting to bulge, and you see him coming up, like the. So what we see on the comic is the water starting to bulge, and Emilio going what? And then we see like the comic book shot is straight down, and we see the silhouette of somebody coming up out of the water, like the black silhouette. It's Animal Crossing, like the fish shadow, except it's a Brahma shadow coming up out of the water. I need Emilio to roll defend for your mom.
Yeah, okay.
I think it's really about time that you wake up, lady.
Is it the end of the scene yet? Wait, what am I rolling?
You're gonna roll Savior, please. Without the thing. Another 12, really?
Oh, jeez.
All right, Emilio is going to get influence over your mom.
Oh, I'm so down.
I will use my power only for good, I promise. I just need her to accept my courting, to bless my court. Anyway.
I'm leaving.
Okay, defend. Where are we at here? Yeah, take influence over someone you protect. Definitely. All right. All right. Jack, Brahma is coming to the island. I'm about to do something very stupid. Please send everyone out there right now. I got to go. Bye.
I'm about to do something very stupid.
Yeah.
Hey, that's my line. I say this is going to be really stupid before I do this.
So, Emilio Riptide basically throws the bay at him.
Oh, dang.
So the bulge happens, and he basically pulls. Like you see the water level. We see the water level go down. Like not where he is, but the water over by the docks where the city is. Like there's like the camera's on like the pier where the pylons are at and everything, and you see the water up against, and we see the water go down about 1.5 feet along the pylons, and then it all like as Brahma's coming out of the water, and he's like, and then the water hits him and blows him back into the city, knocks him back into the city, or at least the front of the city.
Right, Brahma. Don't mess with my family or my friends, or you get swept by water. Sorry.
And then your mom lets out another one of those pulses, like, like thing.
Mom, stop it! You did your part. Go home.
I don't really think that's a good idea right now.
Yeah, go home. I don't think she's going to go back to like running the oven at this point. Like that's not going to be good for the oven.
I know. That's why now I need to wake up.
Palasine.
Yeah, if ever was a time to wake up, now.
So Jack's like, Brahma's coming. Diego is holding him off.
Diego.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Emilio is holding. No, Riptide's holding him off. Outside. This is Jack talking to you, Sil.
I've been waiting for this one.
I like how you don't even care that I'm incapacitated still. Thanks for being a team player.
I'm so excited. You have no idea.
About
You're
her being
excited that I.
No, not about you being incapacitated. About me getting a shot at Brahma. So
Okay.
excited.
I've
been waiting for this one.
Where do you want to be?
In his face.
Okay. Come here. and he
Has Emilio put me down yet? Because
oh yeah,
he
put you down. He put you down to do the water thing.
Okay, just saying. I think it'd be kind of hard to be like holding someone and attacking.
Okay. So Jack supports you. To.
I'm so excited. Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
So I have this thing, right? This thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's called. Get ready for this. Moment of truth.
Okay. Yeah. Hang on. We're not there yet.
Aren't we?
Palasine. Where are you? I need. What?
You said, Palasine, where are you? And she went.
Oh, I didn't have the screen up, so I was.
Hey, Jamie, do you remember? Kat, you should join us.
She's doing like a weaving thing. Anyway, I can't do it either. Okay. Palasine. You know everything that's going on right now. Okay? Ember is slowly regaining consciousness. Diego is standing over her.
Diego.
God damn it! Why am I doing this now? Riptide is standing over Ember and is literally psyching himself up to die before he lets Brahma lay a hand on her.
Thanks, I'd die for you too.
How romantic.
Jack just used his ghost stuff to get Syl into the city. She is filled with a fiery cold rage. Colin is having some kind of like almost like runner's high off of what you guys just managed to do. Um, the overwhelming thing that you're getting off of this right now, though, is absolute terror from Ember's mom. It is
Oh no.
the only thing more overwhelming at this point in time. Like, there's two bright spots of emotion in like within range of the city right now, and one is Ember's mom, and one is Brahma, who is incoherent with anger at this point. Scylla's got this cold, hot rage going on, but it is a perceivable thing. It is a very bright, get that out of my face flashlight. Brahma is a forest fire. He is a meteor strike waiting to happen.
Please. Please. Please.
I want you to be. We should have been talking about this ahead of time. Like, you got to tell me how you're actually going to affect this guy. Also, we got to. I'll pull up the sheet, but we need the actual moment of truth text up here in a second. Anyway, what do you do, Palestine? What do you do? You are in Colin's room. You've got a window out. Every 10, 15 seconds or so, there's this intense, bright flash of light, and the terror spike from Ember's mom gets worse.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Ember's
Come on, man.
kind of conscious, but maybe you might be able to do something about that too. But what do you do initially?
Hold on, I have to look something up.
I'm going to shapeshift Amber's mom into a box so she doesn't explode. Into a space clam. And then I'll have her close.
Penny, turn her back right now.
That's ugly. No, that's not what I wanted. Oh, goodness.
What are you looking up?
Star Wars. What? None of this is what I searched. I want to find a certain thing, too.
Just describe it if you have to.
Are you trying to do a Pinterest quote at me? Because if you are, I might have to reach through the screen and choke you.
Sure.
A picture?
What are you looking for?
No one's as cool as me, and no one thought of it.
What is it?
So I want to become like an alien aquatic bird. So like a bird, so I can fly, but then I can also breathe underwater. So I'm like a fish bird.
You mean like a penguin that can fly?
Yes. I guess.
Yeah.
A space
So think
penguin.
of it, it's like a penguin with a seagull's beak and second set of wings.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And so what I want to do is like fly out and grab her mom and then just like shove her underwater.
Don't do that.
Disintegrate the lake.
Or
Disintegrate the
not
lake.
like not underwater, but like far away, out over the water, like not towards the city, but out over the water.
Like bring her over to me.
No, like the opposite direction, just out
Oh,
into the middle
so
of the ocean.
in case she explodes. I get it.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah, no,
I
not
thought you were
into
just
the
gonna be
water.
like I'm like, that'll freak her out more. She'll think she's drowning.
I mean, she's gonna be pretty freaked out if some like weird bird creature comes and swoops her up, but and then starts talking to her.
You know,
There's
like,
only so much you can do.
she knows who you guys are.
hang on. I need to... where'd it go? Really? There we go. Oops.
Whoa! That's so cool.
Ooh. Yeah.
Wait, what is?
That's awesome.
Oh, that's scary.
Does that
I
work?
was thinking of like the top left, like that kind of thing.
Okay. I mean, although
That's the kind of stuff I'm gonna find under my bed. Oh no.
I mean, I'm looking under my bed. I don't see anything right now. Yeah.
I feel like that thing would flap like this, like just.
Flying
Although
fish,
this manta ray looking creepy sucker down here in the bottom right's pretty
man. Yeah,
epic
I like
too.
that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it could be many things. I mean, honestly, shift it around. Anyway, cool. Okay. You are defending her from herself. I would like you to roll. So, how do you leave the room? Like, you just gotta dive out and shapeshift out the window as you go? Do you say anything to Colin before you go or anything?
I don't know.
Mom bomb, mom bomb.
Little peck on the cheek. Good job. High five. Gotta go. Bye.
Yeah. And then like mid jump out the window, I shapeshift.
Nice.
That's cool.
And he's like, that's gonna like, oh, I wonder what she's going to. Oh, that's new. All right, that is. It's my girlfriend. Right? No, who am I talking to? I'm not talking to anybody.
That's my girl.
My girlfriend, everyone, wait. No one
breaks,
hears.
the fourth,
Okay.
breaks the fourth wall. That's
I-
my girlfriend.
He's like, I am like weirdly excited about that. Just anyway. All right.
Cat. Shut up, Cat.
I'm leaving. Goodbye.
Stop. Think
All right.
innocent things like
Okay.
puppies and rainbows.
roll me a defend, please. Penny. Sorry, not Peggy. Penny. Loop.
Penny Peggy.
A 9. We'll take it. All right. So, ooh, I know what this is though. All right. So defend. You can you keep them safe, but it costs you. Expose yourself to danger or escalate the situation. I have something to do for each one of those things, so pick one and suffer.
No, neither. Those both sound terrible.
I don't
I'll be a little bit more straightforward. If you go into the water right now, escalating the situation is going to look a lot like what you probably think it would look like if you went into the water right now. If you pick escalate the situation, all right. Or exposing yourself to danger probably means that before you can get total control over things, Ember's mom her aura is gonna potentially do some damage to you. So that's probably going to be
My
more
aura
of
has never been pinker.
not that kind of aura, flame aura. Like basically the environment around her is deleterious to your continued good health.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll do that. I'll expose myself to danger.
Yeah. She explodes with fiery
I'm
energy.
so sorry.
She explodes with fiery energy and shouts, "Social distancing!" And no, I'm kidding. This is one of the things that Kat does when she's playing Star Wars. She's got like a force blast thing that knocks everybody back away from her, and every time she uses it, she shouts "social distancing."
You're just a nerd.
She plays Wizard 101, and one of the attacks that she has is like this sphinx thing that breathes like a cloud of bugs and dust and stuff all over them.
Ew.
And every time she does it, she goes, "Corona." It's just breathing them.
Coronavirus.
It's terrible. All right. So expose yourself to danger. So you get up there and you're like flapping and you're about to dive, and the heat is just so, it doesn't explode, luckily. Unless maybe she does if you roll terribly, in which I might be what happens, but it depends. But if nothing else, the heat is just like getting her into the water is job one because it's bad. So how bad is it? Let's find out. Roll, take a powerful blow.
Hmm.
Sil, get in here for a sec.
I'm coming.
What was it? What'd you get?
7.
7. 7. All right. So on a 7.
Oh, wait. But hold on a second. For the what's it called? Defend.
Yeah.
Don't I get to clear a condition or do something?
Oh, yeah, you defended. You can 7-9. Yes, you can. You want clear condition?
Okay, I'm gonna clear hopeless, which means I got a 6.
Beautiful. Well done. Clear hopeless. Take 6.
Yeah! Oh my God, Jamie, I'm so glad you're okay. I just care about you so much.
Oh,
You were
I care
afraid.
about you.
You're,
I love you.
you were afraid that your mom was gonna cook you like cook her like a
Yeah.
flying fish.
Talk about disowning. I'd never speak to her again.
What are you doing, you spaz? I'm sorry, that's a very inappropriate phrase,
I
but
can't do it. I have to lay down right now because I'm unconscious.
are you seeing this numbskull over
I'm
here?
seeing it.
yeah, I was copying her for a bit, and then I got tired of doing it.
I wanted to copy her, but I can't because I'm unconscious.
Okay, I'm gonna get you out of it. This is why I'm having you do Emilio, because I don't want you to not be able to
You
do anything.
almost said it.
I almost said it, but I didn't. So hush up. Reed, go in there and look at your moment of truth and prepare for narrating what this is going to look like, because you're going to have to cheat on this guy to get a shot at him. All right. Anyway.
What if 2 people have moment of truth? Is that just like a waste of a moment of truth?
Pretty much, because moment of truth, for all intents and purposes, is basically like an I win button where you get to narrate exactly what happened. So it's not necessary. And besides, you have a really good idea for your moment of truth.
I know. I'm still worried about the chance to use my mom's pent up power.
Trust me, it'll still happen. I mean, the
Okay.
option, I shouldn't say it'll still happen. The option's not going to go away, whether that's ultimately what ends up happening or anything like that. All right, so, Palestine, you basically come at it, you're like here, and before you get to the heat area, you go under and then come up out of the water, almost like Brahma was going to do, and this kind of enfold her and bloop her back into the water to cut some of the temperature. Like, you were going to get her away so that when she bursts, she's not... Okay.
Yeah.
Conveniently, anything that might come anywhere near you that's growing down in the water down there, is infesting the water down there, is getting boiled away by Ember's mom randomly cooking off. Woof. We're going to get in towards the princess now. And crap. Boiled alive. So you and Jack are traveling to the spot through the space, and he has time to say a few things. What do you need me to do? Well done. No, that is top-notch parenting right there. That is the unintended jump scare. That is top.
She's like Zoe.
The unintended jump scare.
She is like Zoe.
Oh, that's so good. You know what?
That
What
was
really
really
creeped me
fun.
out one time is like this is like Friday morning. I'm sitting here at the desk. I'm standing right, and I feel something fuzzy like creeping around my ankles. Like just this really, really light touch. Like, am I gonna look down and see bugs? Like really, really light. And she had crept into the room on her hands and knees, and was slowly circling a like knit belt off of one of her dresses around my feet. To what purpose? I can't even imagine what she thought she was gonna do. But she was just like,
I'm gonna get you finally.
she was just like working it around my feet. I'm like, what are you doing? I wanted to give you a belt hug. And I'm like,
Well,
what?
She's literally planning a cover story for your murder.
For your murder, yeah. I just wanted a belt hug.
I wanted to give you a belt hug around the neck. No.
Yeah.
All right. What do you need me to do? I mean, you can't go straight in at this guy, so what do you need me to do?
I'm going to try to get him to an open area that is ground. Keep people away from there.
An open area that is ground. That's super specific.
I'm making it up as I go.
Like a park?
I got an
Yeah.
idea. All right.
A park.
I got an idea. Open area that's ground. Open area that is ground. Okay.
Oh, my tongue hurts.
What's that?
I said my tongue hurts because I've been sticking it out for so long because I'm unconscious.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I
No,
tried
no,
to.
no. I have to play. No. You're fine. I
You're
have
very
to play
method.
the part.
You're very method. I appreciate it. All right.
I've just been biting my tongue and it hurts.
All right. So, all right. We're gonna do this and we're gonna do it again. So don't relax because this is gonna happen twice. All right.
Sounds great.
All right. You go right about
Oh.
here, and he shoves you away from him. Like, okay, you know when on the Bifrost Bridge, like the Bifrost Bridge stuff with Thor and Loki and stuff, like when they got shoved out of the stream, like through the wall and kind of tumbled.
Mhm.
Okay, he does
Yeah.
that basically. Like he's like, okay,
Oh no.
trust me, I have
Oh,
landed.
no.
There's no way I can screw this up. You will land exactly where you're supposed to land. Okay, I've been here too many times
Oh,
for you to
no.
get it wrong. Just remember to roll, and then set up. You're gonna have plenty of ambush points. Woo.
Where does it take me? Where does it take me? Where does it take me?
Game loading. Please
Blind
wait.
date, literally.
It takes you to Belize.
Oh my God! Seriously? Blind date?
It was destroyed, so now Belize is a perfect open area.
I'm gonna save that as an idea for later.
Back to Belize, bitches.
Back to Belize. Belize the sequel. Siege of Belize.
No. There we go.
Where?
Has it not loaded?
Bingo.
Has it not loaded?
Loaded for me.
No, it's the
Loaded?
map. It's just I'm confused.
It's well, you roll and come up against like a big stone thing. And you quick play your hands over it and stuff, and there's like carving in it and stuff like that, and you kind of smell. You're in a cemetery. You're in a big cemetery, like a huge cemetery in town.
Yeah. I love dead people.
Gravestones, mausoleums, trees, tons of cover.
Nice.
We get a shot of him stepping out of stepping out of his little like shadowy. Actually, you know what his teleports look like? It looks like you remember how I'm sorry, is it Hela? In the Thor movie? Well, like when she's walking through.
Yeah.
No. Thanos. You know how Thanos looks when he's like doing his walking teleport through space and time,
Yeah.
and he steps out of like the dark cloud. That's kind of what
Yep.
Jack's like emergence looks like. And he steps out, and Brahma is just getting to his feet and shaking away the water off of his head and stuff like that. And realigning is like, and he's saying a bunch of stuff that gets bleeped out by the comics code people. And he's winding up to do the thing, and he turns, and Jack's like, "Sup?" And he opens like a hole under him and just drops him through it. And there's just silence where he landed. And Jack's sitting there, is like, I hope she kicks his ass, because if not, he is going to come back and kill me. Whew, okay.
She will. Don't worry.
And he turns around and walks back into like the dark shadowy thing. But yeah, Brahma's just like pauses. Jack just, sup? Woof. Yeah. Anyway. Okay.
It is time. Disciples, we come together to murder this MF.
Palestine, you are pulling. Where? How far out do you take her?
Till I feel like stopping.
Okay.
Till I feel
So-
like stopping.
Pretty far.
So, Emilio doesn't talk to you telepathically. But he puts his hand. He's speaking to you through the water. He's literally like vibrating the water out to like make sound waves
That's cool.
for you to pick up, like out as far as he can.
You're going to sleep.
What's that?
Janie's all tucked in her bed.
My room is really cold, okay? And I'm too lazy to turn my fan off.
Hello. I'm going to say Palestine because I desperately hope that the strange alien pelican flounder thing that just abducted my girlfriend's mother was somebody friendly. Is it you? It had a pink tinge, so I'm very hopeful.
Yeah.
Ah, my strangely shape-shifting magenta friend. Do you need any help out there? I can get there. I believe Ember's waking up. I can get there very, very quickly if you need assistance. Or if her mother does.
If you want to.
You three are extremely accommodating at the worst possible times. Do you need help or not, woman? He has to crack just a little bit. You can help if
That's
you
all I
want.
do.
It's
I
fine.
just laugh.
He,
When he screams at me, I just laugh.
when Ember wakes up, I will bring her to you.
Cool.
Continue to be in the strange shape, and you will be easy to find. Oh my God, Ember, what are you doing?
What? Sorry, I'm sorry. Hold on.
Like
Let me mute myself while I fix myself.
punching the microphone. Oh my God. All right, Brahma lands in the cemetery. He lands on his feet, like he falls a little bit, and he kind of like, and he's like looking around, like what the. He grabs a random gravestone and just whips it into the sky, like this is pointless. I'm going to kill all of you! And he's shouting like loud, like, what's that?
I was saying, don't disrupt the dead. How dare you? Leave the graves alone. They're not a part of this.
It was like, they can't hear you, so there you go.
What do you think this could possibly accomplish? I'm going to crack you in half. And he's like looking around, like trying to figure out. He's trying to get his bearings because he's actually like 2 miles elsewhere in the city. For those of you who are unaware of this, this is like, but Amber might appreciate this. This is like a cemetery where multiple fights threw down during the menagerie campaign because this is
It's that cemetery.
This is exactly why I was like, yeah, dead people. I love dead people. I love this cemetery.
Yeah, this is Charlotte's home base, like cemetery.
Yeah.
So,
hell yeah.
The general.
The general. Yeah, she did not like that. Margie, personally, I don't think liked that. Anyway, all right. So, while he's shouting and screaming and not paying attention, what happens? Well, first of all, read me the move.
So the move says, very specifically, get ready. The moment that you show who you really are, your mentor or something different, you can do whatever your mentor could do and more. You can do the incredible, even the things they always failed to accomplish. Of course, they're not going to see you the same way, no matter which path you choose.
All right. So I would, if I were you, actually, I'm going to make you do this. assess the situation.
Let's do that. That sounds like a fantabulous
Well, actually, you don't
idea.
really need to do that because you're going to do the thing. So assessing the situation is pointless.
I am going to do the thing.
Mechanically speaking, there's no point in rolling assess the situation. But you do. Like you take all of your senses are tuned up to the absolute highest level. Every pulse, every beat, you could practically hear the hairs rising on his forearms. Like every step, every move, the vibrations in the ground. You know where he is. You know where he's going to go. You're not psychic. You're not telepathic. But at this moment, you might as well be. Because
that's exactly what I was picturing. So keep going.
But I want to know is, like, with this stuff and the dust and everything, what do you, like, what is that first move that he doesn't know is coming that
That's really hard. Because while I'm beating him, I want to make him feel and know that he is a terrible person.
Well, that is a lot to do all at once.
I think it's some sort of move where I smash his face into a gravestone.
So it's almost like a trip him up kind of like a take his knee or trip him up from behind kind of a thing, or is it?
I meant like foot to the back of the head, like smash it into a gravestone.
I understand. You know? I mean, you need some way to get him off balance initially because he is raging and he is ridiculously strong. So what is that first thing? Is it like I mean, I honestly don't know. Because
it's really hard to think about, like...
I picture you leaping up from behind and doing something to him, like doing, you know, the big flying kick thing, that picture that you've got of, but like not the kick, like...
It's hard to figure out because it's like... You kind of have to, like, get him off balance first... and then, like, deliver that blow that pulls him fully off balance. But I don't know. Okay, yeah. I totally figured it out by myself. No help whatsoever.
It's just an idea. It's a thought I had. I don't know.
No, that makes perfect sense. Right?
So he's raging and he's shouting, is like, this is pointless! I'll take you all apart!
Yeah, like right on the temples.
Well, if you want to take his senses, if you want to get him off balance, hit his ears.
Okay.
Like do a ear, like burst his eardrums.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I'm going to do that.
So we can talk through kind of like what all this kind of taking him apart looks like, but yeah, just suddenly you just coming up, like flying, like leaping through the air. The question I'm asking, or that I'm wondering, and this is for you really to pick, you don't have to describe it necessarily, but the thing I'm curious about is, hey, adjust your camera, like I'm only getting the top half of your face. Oh, there you go. That's fine. You're good. You're fine now. Anyway, all right. So is it just an unrelenting and just a very, very fat, like take him down as fast as you possibly can? Or is it more of, because that's possible. It's ears, he's reeling, you know, carotid shot, close off a little bit of blood flow to his brain, back of the knee, get him low. You know, he takes a swing, you let him overbalance into the, you know, face into the gravestone, that guy, fast, before he has a chance to even react and even know who it is he's fighting. Or is it that wait, listen, and then the, you know, single strikes, kind of tough style thing?
tough style. Like, he's gonna know, and I'm gonna make sure he understands that I am better. You have no idea how long I've been thinking about this. I'm so excited.
Okay. So because of the way that you're fighting him and the fact that you want to make sure that he knows, so there is that exchange. There's those moments where it's like you, where are all the other little punks? I'll take you all at once. It's like, and it's like, I don't need anybody else. I'm gonna take you down by myself. You're pathetic. You know, you think I need any help to take you down? And he, takes another shot, and it's another, like, it's a little coughing throat punch kind of thing, because he's ridiculously strong. He's not invulnerable.
Yeah.
He's not Superman. He's not, honestly, and you probably make this comment, honestly, the lieutenant captain woman from the spaceship is tougher than you. It was really hard to actually, you're just a guy with, you're just a Chet.
Like, you're not impressive.
You're just a Chad, Brad.
You're not special. You're just big and intimidating.
All right.
Big, white, and privileged. That's all you are. Jamie choking on her lemonade. Welcome.
Can I see the thing?
Yeah, I put my eraser in there so it wouldn't close.
They're not going to see the same way, no matter which path you choose. Okay. All right. So because it's not fast, and because it's because you're taking your time with it, word has time to spread. Okay? There's a fight, there's a superhero fight, and there's standard, like, the first thing that shows up is the news drones. Next thing that shows up is the news helicopters. They're getting all this on film. Everybody's filming this. And he's raging and throwing stuff, and nothing, right here, right now, keyed up as far as you are, nothing can touch you. Every move he's going to make, and you realize that the standard tactics, the standard drills that Vigil has had you work on over and over and over again against the standard opponent, she was modeling that style that you were trained to fight on Brahma. He has always been, with her, your training dummy. Every series of strikes that she got you to the point where it's practically unconscious, because he only has, and this is what she's drilled into you over and over again, most really powerful fighters have 3 moves because they don't need 4. And if you can figure those out, and so she teaches you 12 that you have to figure out how to beat. And then she teaches you 15, and then she teaches you 18, and then she teaches you, and then she teaches you that you need to have more than 3. But you figure out his, and you realize they're the first 3 that she ever taught you to fight. And every time you think you're getting cocky, she goes back to kicking your ass with those over and over and over again.
Hello, you basic bitch.
It's not that his moves are basic. It's just that's where she started. This is who you have to learn how to beat first and most. You have always been trained for this.
It's my destiny!
So in a sense, you're doing something that she never could, but you're doing it because she trained you to be able to do it. Um, there is one thing she didn't train. Now, okay, actually, I need to check with you on this, but I'm going to check with you off mic. So come here for a sec.
Okay.
Game loading. Please wait. What? All right. Hi. We're back. Um, he does try and run,
That sucks
and you
for him.
and you nerve strike like the back of his knee, and his leg kind of gives out on him. And he tries to go again, and you get him. You do like this thing in the hip, and you realize like. I mean, the problem is he's a bundle of muscles, but if you can get him at the right time, every nerve bundle is exposed if you can get him doing the wrong thing at the right time. What did you Jamie, do you have a drinking problem? Is it because you can't put water in your mouth correctly?
No, Jamie and Kenzie, they were making me laugh, and so I spit my lemonade everywhere.
Sounds like you have a... Okay. So, ultimately, it's the nerve strikes. And we see another one of those little flashback moments of, the training montage thing of Vigil working with you on like a training dummy that's like, if you get the nerve strike right, there's a little ding, ding, ding. And if you get it wrong, there's an electrical shock.
Yeah.
And or a really annoying sound that plays, like a fingernails on a chalkboard recording or something like that. Like whatever
Baby
is
shark.
Baby Shark at one point in time. And when you start to get good at the nerve strike thing on the actual dummy, then she starts moving it on wires. Then she starts jerking it randomly around the room on like puppet strings and stuff like that. You still have to be able to hit it, and it's still electrified. Sometimes it's electrified and there's annoying sounds. Like
That's
you're going,
when you know she's not playing around.
You're like, baby shark, God, baby. I'm like, Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So the trick is to get him to throw the shots that you need him to throw, so you can hit the
right muscles are tense. The right ones are loose.
And you just pop, 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 and and his arm drops,
Mm-hmm.
and he takes another swing at the other, like, and his other arm is like, "Gah!" And he like kind of seizes up because it's like oh, you get him in the funny bone, like intentionally, and he just like, ugh.
Yeah.
And the last one is basically like you basically stop his autonomous breathing. So he just kind of like starts to asphyxiate. He's not going to die from it because it'll kick in automatically, but he can't force breath. And he just kind of like, he goes down on his knees and he's just there and he's forcing, like trying to breathe. When I was a kid, there was a thing I used to do where I would there was this, I don't know how to explain it, but there's one really common thing that you had out in the middle of nowhere, out in South Dakota and stuff, was people would take there used to be these big wooden spools that they would have telephone cable wrapped around. And they were enormous, right? They were like 6 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
And when the spools were gone, you could turn them and lay them flat, and they made picnic tables. Okay, you'd paint them and you turn them into picnic tables, and they just left them at people's farms after they got done like stringing the electrical cables and stuff. And we had one, and we were using it as a table. We'd lay it flat, and we were using it, wanted it out of the way. You could tip it upright and roll it around. And when we were kids, we used to really love, you could get in the middle and kind of push it and roll it and do all kinds of stupid stuff with it. Anyway, I'd pushed it up next to the garage to get up on the roof of the garage, which was stupid for a number of different reasons. And as I was getting down, and I'd done this a dozen times in the past, when I got down, I slipped. And again, it's like two spools. It's like two wheels and then this middle shaft, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I slipped and I fell, so that the ridge of wood of the wheel hit me right in the solar plexus. I thought I was going to die because if you get punched right, like hit hard enough in the solar plexus, you cannot inhale. And I was fairly young. I was like younger than Sean is now, and I literally didn't know why I couldn't breathe, and that was half of why I was panicking, because I couldn't breathe. And I'm staggering around out in the yard, just like. It's one of the scariest damn things that ever happened to me. And you can see this in his eye, like he's basically there. And then it's like one more neck chop, and he's kind of like just. What do you do? Helicopters above, everything being filmed.
I just walk, get down on one knee right in front of his face
Jesus.
because I know it pisses him off that he can't touch me because I'm that close and he can't hit me. And she just goes, "You are not a hero. You never were. Even when the entire world thought you were, you weren't. You're just a pathetic little bully. You stopped being a hero or having any potential for it when you first hit someone that didn't deserve it, and when you first became someone else's nightmare.
Ooh,
you
that's good.
are pathetic."
Look at Jamie.
And this is just me showing the world everything that was underneath the entire time.
Yes. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's gorgeous. I love it.
Thank you. I've been rehearsing it in my mind for like 3 weeks, so I hope it's good.
Lock Superior.
Do I actually get to do that?
Yeah, Lock Superior.
Yeah!
When you take a powerful blow, you get to lock a stat.
It's locked.
And I think it's superior because you basically just out-thought, out-trained, out-maneuvered him.
Mm-hmm. I am the best.
And best I am at what I do. And what I do is
everything.
Really?
No, I'm kidding.
The shapeshifter who just pulled the exploding fire person out into the ocean would like to
Okay,
disagree
yeah,
with you.
no,
and
I can't do
everything.
that.
I can do everything except for the stuff that my girls have got handled because I can't do any of that shit. Flying? No. Swimming? I'd rather not. Handling the exploding fire mama? No, please.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. All right,
Taking a blast from an interstellar space weapon? No, I think I'm good.
Palacine. Yeah, taking a blast from an interstellar space weapon. Please no.
I will give that a hard
Palacine.
pass.
You in the ocean, floating. Closer to the team, further away from the team, more into your own image of yourself.
More into the own image of myself.
All right. You can shift the label up and the label down. Do the thing. Do the thing. Ember. I got to knock you out and you fell into the water and then you played your boyfriend. I don't know exactly whether that was awesome or if you just want to hate me, but closer to the team, further away from the team, more into your image of yourself.
Further away from the team because it's like no one came to my rescue besides Emilio.
Oh. All right, well, take influence away from somebody.
Sorry, matey.
Well, I mean, Palacine did save your mom.
Yeah, which is why it's probably couldn't be still.
Oh.
I'm taking influence from.
That's
But
fair.
it's like she had her own stuff to do.
That's
so.
fair. Yeah, but right now you guys
So
have
should I
you just
should I
take
just erase it?
no, because that's your influence over them. Syl takes no wait, let me think about this. Syl, you take wait. Let me look at how the sheets are laid out.
Influence overall, just take Ember off.
Yeah,
of
take
that.
Ember off of that. That's all that happens is you take influence off.
Alright.
Syl. Closer
You
to
know how
team.
this is gonna go. I'm gonna go more into my own image of myself.
Okay. Move a label up and a label down.
Okay, I'm gonna move Danger up and Savior down.
Savior down? Really? Okay.
Yeah. I was super... You know? I didn't really save anybody. I was just kind of in it for the...
For the beat
for the
down?
win.
In it for the beat down?
In it for the beatdown.
My labels are kind of awesome right now. Just saying.
I gotta see what your labels are.
My labels are lackluster.
So Palacine is Freak 3, Danger -2, Savior 3, Superior -1, Mundane 3, up, down, up, down, up.
Oh, mine is...
Well, Danger I don't care about.
My
No,
Freak
I
is
like
a
Danger.
-2. My Danger is a 3. My Savior is a 1. My Superior is a 3. And my Mundane is a 1. My Freak is real suffering right now.
Oh, the other thing about mine is I have the Mundane locked at 3, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Wait, no,
guys-
wait. I want to think about this for a second.
At 3.
Should I raise my Freak and lower my Danger, or raise my Danger and lower my Savior?
Wait. Say that again. Raise your
Second
Should I
one.
raise my Freak and lower my Danger, or raise my Danger and lower my Savior?
personally.
I would raise your danger.
Personally, because of what you were doing with like totally analyzing like everything he was about to do, I would actually kind of go. That's your powers.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's why I was like, wait, hold on a second.
So personally, I would go
Yeah.
with Freak up.
I wouldn't put danger down though, because you were pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
What should I move down then?
I mean,
Mundane.
you.
Yeah,
Okay.
you could do Mundane.
I mean, you really blew it with the whole comfort and
I
support
really
thing.
did blow it with the comfort
Yeah.
support thing, but I mean, what was I gonna do?
I mean, you tried.
I really did.
You
I
tried.
really wanted that role to work out, but I knew in my mind it wouldn't. Because
That's good stuff. Yeah, I think
not
that's a good.
everything is perfect.
That's fine.
Is that all I get to do? Just
You
shift
can
my labels?
you grew. Yeah, that's all. You shifted labels.
Lame.
Nobody grew closer to the. Nobody grew closer to the team. So, all right,
Okay.
that was session 23, and we have at least mostly, this is significant. We have put an arc to sleep, to bed,
Yeah, dang.
away. It is
Yay!
over there.
Yay.
I don't want to give it
Now
away.
we just have 50 others.
Kind of
Now we
two.
have to deal with the 6 others that
Kinda-
we have
kinda-
waiting
Hold on,
line.
hold on. We got the list.
Oh, yeah, we have the list.
2 of them
You
are
can go
currently
ahead.
in the ocean right now, and that Ember's mom is in the ocean, and so is.
So you can cross off Brahma and
Greek
Alias.
goddess lady.
Death Goddess Lady is.
She's been on a vacation in the Bahamas.
Oh, she's
So
been busy.
Alias is done. Brahma's done. Vanquish, evil Mr. Spoopy Man. The squid.
Oh,
So we have
Wait,
4
it's kind of Vanquish Squid, and then like Ember's mom, Death Goddess, and then there's other little side things like how do we
Evil
keep?
Mr. Spoopy Man.
Well, how do you keep Jack from getting like chased down by his impending doom, which he attracts by doing things like teleporting people multiple times in one session.
Love you.
we'll figure it out.
Okay, I'll save
I
my
like how it's
boyfriend.
like we can't have Jack do any of those powers whenever we can possibly avoid it. Okay, where do you need me to take you? I need you to take me here. I need you to bring him to me, and it's
I
like,
didn't ask him to bring him to me, but
That's
he
true.
just kind of did that.
Yeah.
So
that's
you
okay.
know. Whatever works.
Anyway, all right, guys, I think we're done. Let's roll the dice. Hey, that was awesome. I hope it was awesome for everybody.
Yay!
I mean, I think there's everybody has a moment of truth, right?
Wanna
Yeah.
know?
Unlocked? Yeah.
Unlocked. Everybody has a moment
Yeah.
of truth unlocked. 1 down, 2 to go. The world does not know
Well, I
what's
think I have
coming.
I think I also have my second moment of truth unlocked.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna take off my moment
Yeah,
of truth
it's
because
in
I
the
did
5
that.
advancements, right?
There's one in the
Or
first
can you
5.
only
And there's one in the first. I don't think you've unlocked it a second time. I mean, it's not much point.
I know you can.
Well,
Like,
I mean,
you
you
can do
can
it.
certainly do that. I just don't know if you have.
No. Like, I have a choice to do it a second time.
Yes, you can ultimately unlock it a second time. I don't know if you've picked that as
Okay.
one of your advancements, but yeah, you can do
I don't
moment of truth
either.
twice. Yeah, you can do moment of truth twice. Ultimately, when it's all said and done, you can lock like 3 out of your 5 labels by the time you're done. Anyway, Allison could lock 3 of her labels at 3 and just be terrible at the other 2 all the time. Anyway. All right, guys. Somebody. Okay, that wraps up. What do we got about session 3? Session 23. What is the name here?
Bye, Brahma.
Bye, bye, Brahma.
Bye bye Brahma.
Yeah.
Or I don't want potential. I want happiness.
My God. No, I like Bye Bye Brahma. All right. In that case, I think we're done. Roll the dice.
Oh no.
Good night. Oh no, I dropped one.